What's up, watchers? Magnus here, and today we are continuing on with the Extras Academy Survival Guide, episode chapter 37. So yeah, if you want more content, there is always Patreon to members. But yeah, let's freaking go. What else is he building now? Some broke through the roof. Why did you decide to follow me all the way here? What's up, Doge? Hey. Right. We could have just used my magic to get down. Huh, it's fine. I needed the workout. I needed to confirm whether or not I can enter and leave this place on my own. I won't be able to take all of these things in one go. So I have to come here a few times anyway. Who knew that there would be a hidden safe here? And he kept this key hidden until the end. Why? Whoa! What? Oh, I can't believe he hid something like this here. You're almost there. You're nearly at the top. Yes, I know. Ah, shit. Hotel should be sending me those magic engineering supplies soon. I should ask her for a ladder first. Dude, a ladder won't be long enough to go down there. You see how long that rope is? I should ask for a ladder. Yeah, a ladder ain't gonna do much. This ain't the ladder. Yes, it is. Let's take a quick break. If I hadn't done all that strength training, I would have given up already. So, what is that? Legendary rank magic tool. Glass golden phoenix ring. Twists the passage of time to allow the user to utilize their future self's magic power in the present. Yo, what the fuck? That is so OP. How much can you use it though? Sounds like a cheat skill. You can receive the magic power you have gained in the future ahead of time with this. The present. The future. Does that mean you can get even stronger than the future as well, since you're already at that level? So theoretically, I should be able to use this ring to cast advanced magic even now. That is if you're able to learn advanced magic in the future. However, you will then become incapacitated for a certain amount of time depending on how much magic power you use. Okay, there it is. There it is, because if that hadn't existed, the story would pretty much be ruined. If I use this carelessly, the price I will have to pay will be enormous. If I want to use this in battle, there is only one way to do it. Kill. As a last resort. And final attack when facing overwhelming odds. Doesn't really say how long he will be out for though. I mean, it depends on how much power you use, but like, are we talking like a day in a coma, a week in a coma, a month in a coma? But what about outside of combat? For example, making contracts with spirits. Yeah, that could be intense. The reason the Ennead can wield so many spirits isn't because of her spiritual resonance, but because she has so much magic power. Beginner elementalists like me only have 1 or 2 slots, and it took me so much practice to even talk to low-ranking spirits. Because my magic power is so lacking. If I can increase that limit, even temporarily, theoretically it should be possible to make a contract with a higher-ranking spirit. This is reckless. Of course, it would come with its own risks. If he had the time to make something like that, he should have just... No. It's all in the past, Lucy. Also, even if I search that whole library, I won't find anything more precious than this. Professor Glass would have never wasted his time on something like this. Though he always said That supporting someone without enough talent was wrong. This is the kind of item that could overcome the debilitating wall of not having enough magic power. Subsuffer. The reason Professor Glass researched magic engineering items was all because of this. In the end, the fact that he hid it away from everyone and kept it hidden until the end was all because it was for his daughter. It was a gift for his daughter, yeah. Sup, Legohoy, Grand. Hey. I once lost a button on my shirt sleeve. The one on the cuff, I mean. I had no idea when it was there, but when it was gone, I actually noticed it because my sleeve was uncomfortable. So I had a hard time without it for a while. Oh yeah? I keep having moments like that, realizing how important something was only once it's gone. Are you talking about Ed? Huh? Things I took for granted turned out to be really, really important. I actually came with you because I wanted to ask you something. Are you going to move to Dex Hall? I mean, why wouldn't I? I don't have to live out in the forest anymore. Although it is a pretty nice cabin. What if you didn't? This was a strange thing to hear coming from Lucy. But I was still pretty neutral about it. Like, castle or cabin? Castle, cabin, castle, cabin, castle, cabin. I can't choose. 50-50. Moving into Dex Hall or staying at my camp. Moving into Dex Hall would definitely make things easier for me. It's not exactly wise of me to stay outside in the cold winter. He's like, but... That's true. Looks like rain. Lucy was good at telling when it was about to start raining. Based on the humidity in the air and the dark clouds in the sky. Hey means bridge in my country. Not cringe. Your name's Magnus. Sounds like a Dota 2 character, by the way. What? No. But she wasn't always right. It's not the right season for rain. There was no way to be certain that what came down from the sky was nothing but dreary rain. But after going through a rainy season, you were bound to expect more rain. Despite it no longer being the season for it. Anyway. Not exactly. I mean, I wouldn't exactly call this romance. I mean, there are probably romance in it, but it's not a romance series. I've been so busy that I haven't been able to gather enough firewood to prepare for the winter. It's stuck in a game series. I don't know if I can do it alone, so please help me if you have the time. You're the one who reminded me that I didn't have enough firewood. Really? Really? Huh. I've grown so used to life at my camp that if I just make a few improvements, it would actually be more beneficial for me to stay. And so, Act 2 came to an end. It was finally time for Act 3, where things would get much more serious. Yeah, it's more survival genre. There were a ton of things I could think of. The battle between Princess Penya and Lord Tal, both after the title of student president. The main characters and enemies joining the academy as new students this semester. And the final person left standing on this stage. The final boss of Act 3. Lucy. Lucy Mayreal. I knew there would be many obstacles to come, but I decided not to worry about them for now. Even after the next chapter, both of us would still be alive and well. When I saw a sight of Lucy, I'd never seen in any scene or route. I knew we would be fine. Winter arrived. The snow looked nice as it fell. But once it began to stick, it just became more work. It took me until noon to clear my camp. A while ago, I had resolved not to overwork myself anymore, no matter how much work there was to do. But since I needed to do work as a scholarship student tomorrow, I decided to take care of all the work that needed to be done here today. I needed to finish stocking up on firewood and storing the food, and thanks to the cold weather, the food was easier to store, so I was able to finish quickly. In exchange for giving up on dormitory life, I would be receiving a scholarship on my tuition. In other words, my tuition problem was pretty much taken care of now. Ha! I would no longer have to spend every minute of my day working hard like I did at the beginning. Not that this meant that I could just nap all day. Taking my bait, god fucking damn it. I gave up on throwing Lucy out whenever she snuck in. With all her defensive magic, she wouldn't feel the cold anyway. But it felt wrong. I didn't know when I would have so much free time again. If I needed to deal with some risks, this was the right time to do so. I should get to it. Are you listening? High rank spirit. Marilda. Marilda. Hee. The sweets developed by a former royal pastry chef. Laplace Bakery. And terrace seating filled with the scent of flowers. The most luxurious afternoon tea set offered at Laplace Bakery. Laplace. It's hard to get your hands on, since it's always sold out, but without baiting you like this, I never would have gotten hold of you. Okay. Don't call it bait. You make it sound like you lured me here. Honestly, I really think you are in danger of crossing a line, Yenneker. You are headed over heels for Ed Rothstailor. Uh-huh. And how did you know? How did I? I'm not blind. It is not like I'm trying to stop you. I was devastated at first, but since Ed's reputation has really taken a turn now, I decided to just accept reality. I can't change what's already happened. Clara, the problem is, have you been unable to speak because your heart was beating so fast? Or been able to look him in the eye because you got too flustered any time recently? Like, god dang, you're losing him. Whoa, why are you asking me that? Have you? Answer me. Have you? Well, I feel more comfortable and cozy than flustered and tense now. That's it? That means you're heading toward the worst possible ending when it comes to dating. Bad ending 13. Just friends. Just friends. Ah, you dork. What use is it if everything's just one-sided? You're getting too close, Clara. You need to make him think of you the way you think about him. If you keep following him around like a puppy because you like him, you'll be a follower, not a girlfriend. He's like, yeah, that is right. Exactly. That's what we've been trying to tell you. Aw. Doesn't matter. Yenneker, it's already winter break now. That boy keeps attracting women with his good looks, so we have to think of a solution quickly. I'm going home for the break, so I'm really worried about you. For example, instead of trying to seduce him, you could make him feel like he needs to protect you. As expected of Clara, who learned about dating by listening to countless people's experiences. She's absolutely right. But it's actually in large part thanks to Clara that Ed Rothstailor's reputation has improved so much. It is, because the Endicott likes him. Clara kept singing Ed's praises to Miss Bell, the Academy staff, and other students. Damn. So that everyone seems to trust him now. What? I disagree, though. You disagree? Okay. So she's also going to fall for Ed later on, huh? Judging by the way she gets scolded by the librarian for failing to return her books on time. Sorry. She doesn't have a shred of dignity. Her many blunders and mistakes make you wonder how she ever became a professor. But all the other professors agree that she is undeniably blessed in one aspect. Her connections. That's not a good thing though. Somehow she ended up getting her degree under the tutelage of great scholars. Like Professor Glass and Professor Flubin. And she was lucky enough to gain the best teacher's assistant in the academy. Oh. That looks so heavy. Do you need any help? That's the reason assistant Professor Cleo, who had absolutely no talent when it comes to paperwork, despite her outstanding academic capabilities. Okay, so she does have her academic capabilities and not just her connections, is able to take care of so many important tasks. I'm fine, but thank you for offering. Anise Hylan, second year magic department student. Anise. The second year even senior staff members acknowledge as being extremely capable. She is the best of the best. The fact that Scatterbrain, Professor Cleo's office, is always so tidy speaks to Anise's ability to handle paperwork very well. She collected a stack of personal information by going back and forth between the student library, Triggs Hall, the administration office, and the dormitory staff room, practically acting like a stalker. It would have gotten awkward for her if she had gotten caught, but she managed to brush off any suspicion with a smile. Yennecut and Clara were the only two people who knew about her true nature. Tony's relationships were all about putting on different masks. She had about 20 minutes left until Professor Cleo would get back from going to buy sweets from the bakery. She would analyze everything about Ed Rothstailor and his background in that amount of time. House Rothstailor, the most powerful noble house in Kroll Empire. Ed is the middle child of the family, Ed, and has two sisters. This public information is useless. Let's look at his personal history. Crepin Rothstailor usurped the position of family head the year Ed was born, and Ed was selected as a successor at the age of 2, which explains why he was so cocky. He was baptized at the age of 5 at the temple, and started taking etiquette lessons at the age of 8, and had many other tutors since he was 12. But judging by his terrible grades in his first year, he's not very talented. Anisa's family faced dire financial difficulties as soon as she entered the academy, so she was forced to fend for herself. She had to survive by working as a teacher's assistant and earning herself a scholarship. Lortel, though she was a year younger, was her role model, and Anise was willing to do anything to survive. Though she had no eye for reading the flow of money, Anise had her own talents. Let's see Ed Rothstailor. The history of House Rothstailor. He's the middle child and only son of the head of House Rothstailor, the most influential family in the Kroll Empire. His childhood must have been oppressive, and he must have been indoctrinated with overbearing ideologies. It's clear that he grew up without any financial troubles, but he has no great academic talent and never showed off any particular skills during his first year here. It's likely that he has low self-esteem. Then I wonder if that means he likes girls who are innocent and cheerful. He's most likely proactive but avoids responsibility. That means he's likely to prefer people who just enable and agree with him, rather than those who share their actual opinions. But he wouldn't want them to outshine him, since he would prefer them to make him look better. But he wouldn't want them to get in his way either, so someone willing to be sacrificial might be closer to his ideal type. He would feel much more comfortable around people he can discard if necessary. Just like he treats his enemies, he obviously has to like pretty girls, since he grew up around a lot of flashy things. He would definitely like extravagance, but this type of person may also be attracted to women who are natural beauties and more on the simple side. It might not be bad to focus on that, then since he has so little experience accomplishing anything, he may be weak to compliments. And he probably likes talking about luxury goods and elegance. He most likely prefers to show off his wealth by giving lavish gifts rather than receiving them. Since he can't afford nice gifts right now, acting happy over the smallest gift will definitely gain his favor. Dependence rather than obsession. Humility rather than competence are the key. Yeah, I mean if it was a real Rothstailor, that is. Regardless of actual ability, there is a high possibility that he is sensitive to give and take. If possible, it would be good to appeal to the practical advantages of human relationships. It would be best to check how his way of thinking has changed ever since he was disowned, and change my approach accordingly. Here we go. I need to find out how he feels about Jennifer, whether he's attracted to and swayed by other girls, even though he likes her. Even if he is swayed, the key will be to find out whether he feels guilty and apologetic at all, or whether he is a spoiled and selfish person who feels no sense of shame. To do that, I'll really have to test him, since I have more experience as a teacher's assistant. I'm in a pretty advantageous position. But since he doesn't seem to like independence and dominance in girls, the key is to walk the line just right. His ideal type seems pretty standard. It's exact embodiment of the predictable desires of people born into nobility. It seems that various changes have occurred recently due to his environmental constraints, but the true nature of a person that was accumulated over a dozen years of life can't change so completely in just 1 year. He seems to have gotten more hardworking, but it seems that his characteristic, arrogant attitude is unchanged. Hey! It's not so hard when you analyze it all together like this. It's always like this. I should get some practice. I got some Mont Blancs from La Place Bakery. Let's have these before we get to work. Or just... Oh wow, you already made tea for us? You're always so prepared on these. You knew I'd come back with snacks. Ouch! Oh no, Anise is going to scold me for being clumsy again? Oh dear, did you hurt yourself? Oh, yeah, she's practicing to be the ideal girl for Ed. Huh? What a relief. You seem fine. I'm so glad. Huh? Anise? Oh, this is gonna be fun. It would be so funny if like she is not the ideal girl for Ed at all. I'm grateful you're able to wash my uniform for me. I was in a bind because I have to wear it over the winter break as well. One uniform won't change our workload in any way. Thanks. Besides, I owe you for taking care of the person I serve. Like everything happens and he falls for the maid. Recently I've been noticing blonde hairs in Lady Lucy's laundry. And when I washed your clothes, I noticed Lady Lucy's white hair and the scent of the laundry detergent we use. Oh shit. Lucy has been clinging to me a lot lately. But Belle noticed that just from washing my uniform once. I wonder what she would have done with her life if she hadn't become a maid. By the way, Master Ed, why do you still speak so formally with me? Because I prefer it. I'd prefer it if you didn't. I'd prefer it if I did. Now that she's the head maid, she's considered a senior staff member among the many members of staff at the academy. And since I'm no longer a noble or a student staying at Offless Hall, it would be strange for me to address her informally. Yeah, but like, you're friends, right? You're friends. Best just friends. But she's always so insistent. Please let me continue to keep up with the formalities. You are the head maid now, Miss Bell. And you have enough people to manage and things to take care of. I don't know about that. Please just drop the formalities. Besides, you are the one who has a lot of people to manage. Yeah. Yeah. Never mind. Worrying too much will be a burden to you too. It is up to the young ladies as to what they end up choosing to do. What are you even talking about, young ladies? In any case, please allow me to take care of your laundry whenever necessary. I've gotten used to my new job title, so it's quite alright. The reconstruction of Offalis Hall has completed too. Oh. It only took a semester. The Academy must have used up a lot of resources to get it done quickly. The new students will be arriving soon after all. Also, among the 7 new students entering Offalis Hall this year, one in particular has already completed her application and is moving in soon. That student is Tanya Rothstailor, right? Well, shit. Yes, I thought you might have heard. This winter break is going to be exhausting. Because my sister will be arriving soon. I think I will go home during the break. Why? Is that library assistant Elka? Why? Is that library assistant Elka going home too? How did you know? Because I want to spend time with Elka too. Elka. Will you be staying at your camp during the break, Ed? I think so. I'll be 30 years soon, and I should really be able to use intermediate magic, so I plan on studying more. Weren't you only able to use beginner magic a year ago? Don't overwork yourself again. I can't sense your magic at all right now. Did you train so hard that you spent all of your magic again? No. No. I'm just hiding it from you. I don't have a fever, okay? I'm fine. Looks like you have a slight fever too. Nah, it's just... Hey, you were just working out. You're just warm on your hands. Are you sure you're not sick? I have my reasons. I won't be able to use magic for a while. Well, if you say so. Sig's best quality is how laid back he is. Whenever I tell him I have my reasons, he drops the issue right away. Alright. Ayla was asking you about you, Ed. Ayla. She thinks there was some misunderstanding. And that she'll bring along Taylor and apologize to you properly sometime. There was no misunderstanding. I used her as bait. What? She asked me to tell her where your campsite was, but I refused. That's private information. I don't need an apology, so tell her it's fine. She didn't hurt my feelings or anything, so there's really nothing to apologize for. I don't resent her either. I'd say you're generous, but I guess you're actually just disinterested. By the way, you're pretty tight-lipped, Sigs. Please help me with something before you go home for the winter. This is your payment. I'm going to be using Professor Glass' underground library. It's such a mess, I need people to help me clear it out. You don't really need to pay me. I could just help you and think of it as training. Nah, I'd rather not have you or be indebted to you. What are you going to do there? I'll use the place as a workshop. A workshop? You do magic engineering too, on top of your camp chores as well as your magic elemental and archery training? Would you be working as a teacher's assistant starting tomorrow too? I guess it's diligent people like you who end up succeeding in life. Just don't overdo it again, Ed. To-do list for winter break. Make a plan to clean up the workshop. Build a warehouse to store materials. 3. Expand the hut and make next store line. Check workload as his teacher's assistant. Raise at least 3 levels of magic engineering skill. Acquire special archery skills. Learn intermediate magic theory. Make a contract with Yo, that is a lot to do during winter break. That's checked off the list. Then, and tomorrow, I start working as a teacher's assistant. Thank you for coming, scholarship student. Is what she's saying, Assistant Professor Cleo, is what she's saying. Assistant Professor Cleo is currently unable to speak properly. She's been awake for the past 44 hours because she has to put together discussion points for the upcoming staff meeting. And tomorrow is the deadline for next semester's class schedules. Yes, I know, Cleo. So I asked your senior teaching assistant. Why you look at me like that? We'll be telling you what you need to know. What we scholarship students will be in charge of is the preparations for the upcoming class assignment examination for the new students and supervision on the day of the exam. Okay, the class assignment examination. Why am I doing this? Assistant Professor Cleo is now in charge of this procedure, which Professor Glass has always led. So she just got more work. Just as last year's exam, I of course know about the results already. Though it's surprising that Clevis is here too. Though it took place in the northern forest of Akin Island last year, this year we'll be holding the exam at the rightmost mountain of the northwestern mountain range. Clevis, please go and fetch the supplies I already requested from Trick's Hall. Onyx, please assist Professor Cleo with her paperwork. And you, Ed Rothstailor. What, you gonna try and seduce him? Good luck! Both Clara and Yenneker are overlooking something. The fact that there are too many girls flocking around Ed Rothstailor. Just look at his face. He is a total womanizer. Now that we're going to be working together, it's a great opportunity to test him. After I analyzed all of the data, I spent all night perfecting the image of his ideal woman. If you're easily seduced by me, Ed Rothstailor, please accompany me to check out the location. I'll make sure to remove you from Yennekar's side. What I feel like she is going to fall for him instead. Like it's going to be in reverse. Ed is going to like, what? She tries to seduce him. He doesn't react. But then she sees that he is actually a great guy and she falls for him. The northwestern part of the academy. Right mountain. It's not very big, but I suppose it's still a mountain. There are a few dangerous areas, and since it's winter, someone could get seriously hurt by slipping on the ice. I'm exhausted. You don't seem tired at all, Ed. We've been walking non-stop. Let's take a break. Thank you, Ed. You're so strong and kind. I think I might have misunderstood you, Ed. Hmm? You know, don't you? I'm one of Yennekar's best friends. I was worried that she might be spending a lot of time with someone who isn't actually a good person. I think I've been a bit too cold to you all this time. It's alright. I barely noticed. Dude, it's more... Yo, so what were we supposed to do here? Like, yeah, I see the mountain, but like... We were just going to scope it? Look at it? Let's see, the next thing to cross off my list. I hope we get done here soon. You might have just been tired from being a teacher's assistant all by yourself for so long. Must have been hard. Yes, it was. But it's fine. Now that you're with me, Ed. What? I mean, yeah, sure, I can help you out with... Wait, did she just grab his arm? She's trying way too hard. Like, this... I thought she was going to try and seduce him, like, slowly, with more style. This is just throwing herself at him, which is never gonna work. The other two will be helpful as well, of course, but I'm really glad to have you, Ed. I know I might be rubbing salt in your wound, but you were disowned by your family, right? I was too. My family went through a huge financial loss as soon as I entered the academy, but I wanted to keep attending, so I've been doing whatever I can. Felt like fording through an unending winter all alone. I did get the impression that she was very competent and independent. This means that she managed to get by financially by herself after all. Don't be too down on yourself. You managed to get this far on your own, right? But I thought, thank you. We have so much in common. Rather than being this heartfelt, she was more cool-headed and pragmatic. Yeah, ha! He's not falling for it. Huh? Be careful. Yo, she's just making it too obvious. Like, this is too much at the same time. Be careful. I'm sorry. I tripped over a rock. Yeah, sure you did. Into my arms, a rock. There's no rock there. I tripped over a rock. There's no rock though. I tripped over some snow. What the fuck is this girl doing? Wait, why am I getting so warm? I'll calm down in a second. It is just perfect. They're just like, sure. I mean, can we get back? Are we like done here? Please wait for me here. I'll be right back. Okay. Okay. If she like loses clothing and just comes back, oh my god, there was a bear and he scratched up my clothes. Just like, what? Dude is just like, why am I even here? He really does seem reliable and hardworking on the outside. Is it all just an act? This is hard. I mean, it's not that it's hard, it's that you're fucking throwing yourself at him. I mean, even if he liked you, you're just acting weird. Like, really weird. A fellow student going through the same rough time in order to stay at the academy. That should have aroused his sympathy. A girl who seems competent but is actually soft and clumsy, making her seem weak and in need of protection. Since I didn't know whether he likes mature girls or cute innocent girls, I went with something in between. I went for some subtle touches before falling into his arms, while making it look like an accident. What do you mean? What do you mean you went for some subtle touches? You grabbed his arm. It's not like you touched his shoulder. Or just like, oh shit! God damn it! I touched your back with an act. Nah, you just grabbed his arm and just pulled him towards you. Subtle my ass. Also, make it look like an accident. You just like tripped over yourself. It's all according to plan. Maybe I was too into it. Moreover, what? I really didn't expect him to be. Yo, I knew it. I knew this would happen. I really didn't expect him to be so muscular. Ah, no way. Girl is trying to seduce our boy, and she's getting seduced without him even trying. He acts like a bookworm, but he's much more solid than I expected. I thought he was just a naive young nobleman, but he's quite competent too. And his looks, what? He's like, they're not too bad. On Nisa's point of view. Oh, nah. Are we getting another girl? I guess I understand why Yennecar fell for him. Damn! I guess I understand why Yennecar fell for. I get it now. Wait, what? You get it now? Okay, this could be interesting. What, you think he's faking it all? This is how he's been seducing all those girls. But I'm different. Yo! Okay, interesting. I'm different. This is how he seduces them girls. Yo, he seduces girls by not being interested in them at all. That's how he seduces them. And she thinks he's playing hard to get, while he's just not playing at all. He just like, he wants to work. He wants to get stronger. Ed Rothstailor. I'll make you fall for me if it's the last thing I'll do. Is he like working while she's gone? What a magnificent view. No, is it okay? So he has just been standing there. The view from right mountain was enough to make me forget my troubles for a moment. Right mountain, right. They couldn't come up with a better name. How about left mountain? But there are things that doesn't seem to have solutions, no matter how much I agonize over them. For example, the problem of Tanya Rothstailor, a villainess. That would be the best way to describe her. How about we just, you know, kill her? What? What? Yo, escalated real quick there. As expected of the daughter of a duke, Tanya is a genius at politics. Okay. She instinctively developed fantastic political and deceptive skills. Based on her talent, she aims to become the first ever first-year student, council president, in the history of Slovenia Academy. Okay. She will soon begin to persuade influential figures within the academy. Bell mentioned that Tanya would enter the dormitory sooner than the other students. This must be for her to secure her supporters before the semester even begins. Because Tanya Rothstailor is quite a significant villain in the storyline rather than just an extra. I do remember some things about her, so I thought I would be able to be prepared for her. The problem is that I don't know how she will treat me. Yeah, because you're not supposed to be there. Tanya knows, of course, but I don't. She knows the true me that I barely know anything about. Because Ed Rothstailor was just a passing villain who appears really briefly at the start of the game. Like I said, just kill it! Just kill her! The game guide barely mentions him. And all I know is that he ends up on the streets. So yeah, he's nothing but an extra. That I have no clue about. Yo, it is so funny that Anise has so much more information on him than he has. Oh my god. He doesn't even know how he's supposed to act. Not a single clue. Which is why this is so hard to predict. What does Tanya Rothstailor think of Ed? To Tanya, Ed must be trash. Selena is full of stars. The princess of the Kroll Empire. The actual mastermind behind the Elte company. A teenage elementalist who can control high-ranking spirits. A student grand alchemist who managed to create the imprinting elixir. A beast to rule the northern grasslands, the phantom swordsman of House Northendale. I mean, most of these are like friends with Ed though. And even the fighter who wields the swordmaster's skill. But the greatest among them, Lucy, is the greatest genius mage of the ages who might have received the blessing of the stars by the Archmage Glocht. The mere thought of these noble individuals makes my heart race. I can't help but admire Sylvania Academy. I will blend in with them and dedicate myself to my studies. The maids have already unpacked the luggage you sent ahead. Your room is the second on the third floor. Please have the servants finish my admission process. I have somewhere to stop by first. Yes, my lady. Oh, is she going after Ed? The first thing I must do here at this land of learning, I have longed for, torture my brother, is to take care of Ed Rothstailor, who brought shame to our family. That trash must be disposed of. Yeah, but how are you gonna do it though? Villainess Tanya Rothstailor, second daughter of House Rothstailor. As your father, I am overjoyed to hear your resolve. I sincerely support your ambition. Get to know them in my stead. And strengthen your position at the academy. I won't let you down, father. Before coming to Selena, the land of academia, I told my father about 2 resolutions I had made. Selena will treat you with the utmost courtesy appropriate for your status. But in the end, it is, at its root, a place of study. Even the princess is subordinate to the professors. And they are her teachers, and must be treated with respect. So do not be rude while leaning on your noble status. Everyone older than you is your senior. Thank you so much for making time for me, my lady. Since you already know about him, I won't need to explain much, but he is like a stain and a sore spot in our family lineage. She is trying to get him out of there immediately, but that's not gonna work. This is gonna be fun. I know him well since we grew up together. Must have been hard. Though I couldn't possibly compare my childhood to yours. It isn't difficult to steer the conversation naturally. He is a shallow person, full of pretense and lacking any dignity whatsoever. The fact that he was the successor simply because he is older than me is ridiculous. And there's nothing better than sharing gossip for growing closer to someone. Yeah, are you talking to the princess? Because that's a bad idea. He has no tenacity, so he only ever skims the surface and gives up on everything. But he's so proud that he would never admit to his incompetence. What the hell does this even mean? He barely managed to gain some magic resonance, and acts like he's become an archmage. When he barely managed to get into Slovenia, I was exasperated. But I suppose seeing him mess up after a single year and get kicked out was very satisfying. It's just like, he's not kicked out though. I never thought this terrible reputation would help me. You think so? Yeah, here we go. You think so? Someone like you must have figured him out at first glance. So, why not take this opportunity to, Huh? Why? Yeah, here we go. Why am I the only one talking? Yeah, why am I the only... Yo! She didn't even notice! I was so quiet in there. Am I the only one talking? And when you meet with the people I introduce you to, remember this. You must show the utmost respect. This person cannot be taken lightly, especially when it comes to negotiations and transactions. Yo, wait, is she talking to the principal? What the fuck? She and I met during the Sage's sealed tome negotiations. Oh, it's Lortel. It's Lortel, isn't it? It will certainly be a good experience for you, but never mind. Oh my god, you're talking shit about Ed to Lortel. You better get bitch slapped. It will certainly be a good experience for you, but oh, never mind. Oh no, do your best, Tanya. Oh, you just fucked up majorly. What's wrong? Yo! She want to kill her. It's like, yeah, go. You go, girl. Go on. Tell me more. Tell me more about your brother. Give more details. Yo, my god. Oh, could it be that you know him? That you're angry with me? Angry? Nonsense. I actually want to join your family. Like, what? This is very interesting. Well, angry with you? No, I actually want to become your sister-in-law. To do this for winter break. So much things to do. Wait, what is he? Dude, he hasn't accomplished one thing so far. You have so much to do. Textbook, intermediate magic, point, explode. Are you telling me Anise gave up? I can't wait to see her next attempt and more attempts. This is gonna be so much fun. Origin of Wind, eh? I got these books from Professor Glass' library last night. The fact that I can read all of those books without worrying about returning them by a certain time is great. The first day of being a teacher assistant went quite well too. The Wanese seemed to have spent much more energy on it than I did. Ignite. Oh, right. I won't be able to practice it since I'm out of magic, but I wanted to master the theory at least. Let's see, around here. If he's out of magic, does that mean he tried to get a high-ranking spirit? Though she would pop up in various places and in different ways. How the fuck is Lucy sleeping? She's sleeping on all fours. I've grown used to her patterns. Hey, Lucy. How is that comfortable, though? She's living in a yoga pose, like... Go and light the fire for me. Carrying her is easy too. She light enough that is almost worrying. Damn, anorexia, huh? Over there. Not there, closer. Good. Oh, I want to stay out here with you. What? Okay, fine. I smell perfume. Yeah. I smell perfume. Yeah. Since I spent the whole day with Anise, it seems like her floral scent got on my clothes. And... do you have a fever? Are you sick? No, I think I'm good. You can tell? How? Don't be sick. You think I can decide that myself? I mean, can you heal? You can die from being sick. I'll unravel your magic if it's knotted up. It's not knotted up. It's totally empty. you did something reckless. It's not so bad, really. You might have gotten much stronger by the end of winter. Hey, can I ask you a weird favor? A weird favor? Would you stroke my head? Stroke your head. Like, yeah, whatever, I can do that. Shit, I need to turn the can I? Nope. He's trying to remove his hand, just like, right. Nope. Fine. Ah! Well, she's enjoying herself. It's been a while, Ed. Oh, hi, Lortel. Yo, she's so pissed off. You came by because of what I asked for before, right? You could have told me to come by the company instead. Little kitty. No, it's fine. Also, I came by because I had a few things to tell you. Oh. She's lying on his lap. Here you go. She's lying on his lap. And I have some questions too. About... Oh. She wanted me to hold her head. It was a favor. What's a favor, okay? Little kitty. Thank you for listening to everything I had to say. I know it was a lot. It's simple, really. If you help me punish him, I'll make sure to reward you well. Yo, who are you? Who are you trying to talk to now and they're still gonna be pissed? Is it Yennekai? I mean, it could basically be anyone. For example, House Islan has been a renowned archaeologist, right? I could share several ancient artifacts from the Rothstailor family vault with you. Oh no, wait. This girl, like, oh, okay, so you have a chance here because I don't remember who this is. Really? Oh yeah? Oh yeah? Here we go. Sig is here. Oh yeah? Oh, right. Your name is Tanya Rothstailor, you said. That trained body. Yo, you like what you see? And the magic flowing through his body is so strong. I really need to get him on my side. You are Ed's younger sister. Yes. I see. Huh. Did you hear that, Elka? Did you hear that, Elka? This is Ed's younger sister. Here you go. This is a magic engineering tool you need for a mandatory first-year class. Use this instead of getting yourself a new one. It'll be easier for you to train your magic resonance. Pardon? I mean, a sister of Ed is a sister of mine. Alright, Elka. Do you still have the course plan for Professor Delov's Introduction to Elemental Studies class? Yep, I do. I was about to throw it away. Alright. And take this, and maybe not this. Oh, whatever, just take it. If you don't need it, just throw it out. The lesson plan will help you out a lot. Do we still have any floral wreath left from Professor Halen's class? Here you go. Did you understand the deal I offered you earlier? What deal was it? You said something about helping you with Ed. I get it. Siblings all have rivalries among each other. They're bound to get into fights. I guess Ed's personality does lend to misunderstandings. Sigs, the boats are leaving soon. Anyway, you're Ed's younger sister, huh? Nice to meet you. I'm Sigs, a second year now, and I got to know Ed last year. We owe each other a lot, so we're pretty close. You look like you have a strong personality just like your brother. I'm sure you can achieve anything you want. Such a blessing to be born in a good home, to a good family. Anyway, good luck. Together now. 1, 2, 3. Good luck! She got so much I can't even carry it. God dang. Overflowing with presents. Yo, that is actually hilarious that she didn't even get to say that she hated him and wanted him gone. Yeah, you need to help me with Ed Rothstailor. Oh, here you go. Get these. What? What's going on? Office wing. Professor Cleo's office. Oh, here we go. Another one. Good work today. Once we get through the class assignment exam next week, without any issues, you should be able to rest for the remainder of the winter break. Oh, to be young again. You're amazing, Anise. I don't think it's just because she's young, she's just better at it in every aspect anyway. This is the second day of us working overtime. You're made of steel. Just as I thought, the new student assistants aren't much help. The third year Onyx and the first year Clevius both handed in reports that weren't good enough, so I had to redo them myself. But Ed Rothstailor was a little different. There's nothing wrong with the paperwork he did. This entrance might be easy for students to walk into accidentally, so we should close it off. Boom. The snowy path is pretty slippery, so it'll be a bit inconvenient if it snows on the day of the exam. And his practical problem-solving skills are at a level rarely found among high-ranking nobles. It would be a lie to say I wasn't surprised. I guess he wasn't spoiled all his life like I expected. Did you forget that he's been living in the freaking forest for like a year? My dude made a cabin himself. My dude got his own food. Like, what? Been spoiled his entire life. Even if he had been spoiled his entire life, he would change drastically from living out in the forest. You were out with Ed, right? What did you think? You're similar, right? Don't tell him this, but when the awfulest whole incident was going on, I followed him around a little because I was investigating. It turned out that he had built a campsite for himself that was much bigger than this office and pretty functional too. The tools, workbench, campfire, storage, drying rack, and smoker looked like he had built them all himself. I could tell just how hard he worked to survive. But I had no idea that his grades had gotten so much better as well. Even Professor Glass nodded in approval. I'd even made a contract with his spirit. I have no idea how, since it must have been hard on his own. Well, I guess he put in that much effort. Also, I'm starting to see how he has such developed practical skills. He's definitely nothing like the typical noble who grew up coddled in a nice environment. You two are pretty similar, right? Me and Ed. Well, I appreciate your praise, but it's clear that he's not a bad guy. I couldn't just cheer Yennecut on based on other people's judgments. But now that I've spent time with him myself, he seems to have no flaws. He's just a reliable and hardworking guy. Not just that. Yo, she's like, now, but now I can't root for her for another reason. Not just that. He's handsome, doesn't act arrogant at all, and Professor Cleo seems to approve of him. He even seems to be quite caring and thoughtful. And though I didn't intend to find this out, he's got a great body. He even smells nice. You can tell he takes good care of himself. Anise, are you zoning out? It's a bit hot in here. Let's open the windows. Yo, yeah. Oh my god. Yo, she was trying to figure out if Ed was good enough for Yennecut, and now it's just like, shit. I can't let her have him. Oh, huh? Sure. Let's let some fresh air in, but we should make sure the paperwork doesn't fly away. Are you alright, Anise? You must have overworked yourself. Yeah, that's not it. This is pretty bad. This is no good. I'm in so much trouble. I mean, I'm amazing while reading this. This is seriously one of my favorites. So freaking good. What do I do? Yeah, what do I do? Girl was trying to seduce Ed. Ed doesn't even try, seduces girl back. or makes girl fall. Wait. Ed even made a contract with a spirit. I had no idea how, since it must have been hard on his own. Well, I guess he put in that much effort. Ed manages to suddenly make a contact with a spirit that would be impossible alone. Yo, Yennecar. Yennecar would have helped him out with his spiritual resonance. Forgot the story. Which means that the spirit he made a contract with must be competent and trustworthy. A spirit who would report anything it sees to Yennecar. Unease. Now that we're done with work, would you like some sweets? I could go get us some. Unease? Unease? The family motto of the Pale Rovers is harmony and coexistence. Her kind heart, her care for others, and love for all mankind. No. I mean, the school pretty much kicked him out. His parents disowned him. But even though they kicked him out of the dormitory, he still stayed at the school because he lived in the forest. And he still lives in the forest. He just built a cabin. Always served to make her shine. She was never lonely and was able to make many close friends, but there's no such thing as a life without problems. Unease? With Ed? Nice to meet you, Yennecar. Oh shit, this is like bad typing. This is like real bad typing. This is like real bad ass typing. Oh no. I wanted to introduce myself and talk to you. Shit. Among this year's third-year students, Yennecar is the best of the best. She has the highest reputation, popularity, and even skills. She's someone you definitely need to get on your side for your purposes. Oh, yes. Oh, no. Lortel, you evil. You evil. Thank you, Lortel. Would that be alright, Yennecar? Huh? Don't worry, Tanya. Yennecar is really kind and considerate. She's really kind and considerate. Yo! Oh, no! So she would listen to and believe anyone. Oh my god. Yeah, like I said, like bad typing. Like real bad typing. Oh no. Oh no. Most of the crafting materials you needed have been acquired. Well, hope to see you later then, Tony. But it's been a bit difficult to find the legendary grade ones, or you can just watch it after it's done, of course. They are hard to get a hold of in winter, you see. I remember she was supposed to be a villain. Yeah, I mean, everyone is basically supposed to be a villain here. I can't blame you. In any case, you must be busy. Thank you for tending to my favor. Don't worry about it. It was easy to do, along with my other work. You should just rest instead of coming here. I mean, I will rest here, is what you can say. Like, it's a long journey to get here. Don't worry, it's worth it. I'm here to take a break. The moon has curved into a smile. There's hardly a trace left of the once full moon. I've been so busy that time has just flown by. Winter has cast everything in a serene stillness. Now the river itself is frozen. But this quiet is different for everyone. For me, this winter will be a trial of protecting myself from the harsh cold. And a busy time to prepare for the new semester. But for those beyond such troubles, the winter brings about a loneliness, making them feel as though they are alone in the world. That is the magic of winter. By the way, why is Lucy sleeping on your lap? Huh? Oh. Because it's winter. What kind of answer is that? Because it's winter. Because she asked. Wait, was that too much? Am I overreacting? To be honest, I wouldn't have come here if I didn't have any business with you besides the magic engineering ingredients. So you have something else to discuss. Oh my. Don't act like you don't know. So you got it. Yes. Later. Isn't it amusing? You told me you'd do anything for me if I managed to acquire the Sage's sealed tome. I wouldn't be a good merchant if I didn't ensure a profit after spending so much money. What is the profit though? Like, be mine it. Like, nah. What on earth are you thinking of asking me for? However, I can't ask you to do something that would overwhelm you or be too hard for you to do. So please just take my side. That's right. We are in the third act now. The conflict between Princess Penya and Lortella is about to begin in earnest. Lortella sensed this and is starting to scheme. The Princess of Benevolence, Princess Penya Elias Kroll. She's Lortel's inevitable nemesis. I mean, it should be pretty easy for you to take Lortel's side here. According to the game storyline, she will become the student council president, take control of the academy, and grow her support. And based on that power, she basically becomes the main character of Act 4, where she uncovers the dark secrets of House Rothstailor. This semester there might be an occasion for everyone at this academy to choose a side. If that happens, please take my side, Ed. That's all I want. Penya and Lortel. The person who decides the victor is the main character. Not necessarily. Not me. I don't think me taking your side will do much for you. You're right, your reputation may have gotten a bit better. But your support won't be the deciding factor. You're just a student, after all. Feels strange to hear you be so dismissive. What does it matter? This isn't about whether or not your support will be helpful to me. It's just that I will appreciate it. It would just be meaningful to me. That's all. Alright. I can do that. As Lortel began her scheming with an alluring smile, I could see why she was called the girl with 1,000 faces. But I'm so glad that was a genuine smile, huh? Genuine face. I had no idea she could make a face like that. Since it was winter break, there were no classes, and today I had no teaching assistant duties either. But I have so much to do! But that doesn't mean I have free time. I considered sleeping in for once, but ended up getting up early again out of habit. Okay, so you could have slept in. Don't you have a lot on your list, though? Light a fire for me, will you? They basically lived together. Old married couple, like goddammit. I had a long conversation with Lortel last night, but it was something that wouldn't leave my mind. You have her younger sister, right? She seems to be baring her teeth at you. Though I'm not sure whether she believes you to be the bane of your family, or whether she just has a small grudge against her older sibling. She was kind of adorable, to be honest, so I introduced her to a few people. And I'm sure she will have met them all by today. And we'll be going to see you tomorrow morning to chide you. There she is. So many maids, butlers. The younger sister of this guy whose body I've taken over. It's entirely unclear what kind of relationship she has with me. I don't know anything about Ed's past, after all. How did you find me? So there's nothing I can do. Wait, is she giving him a gift? It's been a while, brother. It's been so long that I thought I would bring you a gift. A gift, huh? Is she nervous? Or uncomfortable? Why does it seem like someone's gonna kill you? Are you being forced to give me this? She seems a bit frightened too, but at the very least. She doesn't seem to be holding a grudge. Oh. I see. I guess Ed Rothstailor was at least a decent human being. What do you mean? To his family and household. Sorry for jumping to conclusions, Ed. Good job. Nah, that's not it. That's not it. She terrified of Yennekat, of Rotel, of Ed Rothstailor. How dare you bring such terrible food to the next head of House Rothstailor? Tanya. I'm impressed by your patience. You are able to hide your contempt quite well. You truly have a knack for dealing with unforeseen situations and knowing how to act. Eat it. Oh, so she's terrified of him. But please stop it! Ha, got you to say something. What's wrong? Don't tell me you feel affection or pity for these people, who are nothing more than tools. You still have much to learn, don't you? Tanya. Thank you. I'll use it well. I'll wear it on the first day of classes. Oh. Cool. Technically, since I've been disowned, I'm not your family anymore. Thank you for being so considerate despite that. Well, don't just stand there. Sit down by the fire and wait for a moment. I don't have many herbs left. Oh well, let's not be stingy. Who is? Don't mind her. Hey, make some room instead of just sitting there. I heard you've been going around campus. Have you met some people? Oh, yes, I did, and I heard a lot about you, brother. About me. There aren't many people who know me enough to tell you stories. Maybe Sigs or... I've never seen this, but I'm gonna watch it now. Well, I mean, I would really recommend going back to like the first chapter on the channel. We've read all the way up to here, which is chapter 41. But yeah, welcome, weak noble. Maybe Sigs or Yennekat. So you met her, huh? Isn't she nice? She's the sweetest, the most kind-hearted student I know. Yes, of course, she was really nice. So nice. Really, she was so kind. And she is so strong, that high-ranking fire spirit, that fire lizard. She was able to summon it and throw my attendants around like they were mere dolls. The way she threatened to make me regret it if I didn't answer her properly was. I mean, she was really caring and dignified and wished me well for the school year. Oh. She summoned her high-ranking spirit? No, she didn't. She didn't at all. I was just making things up. I swear, I just heard that she had a high-ranking spirit like that, so I thought it might look like a giant fire lizard and just rambled on about how I imagined it to look like. Huh. Well, I knew something was off. The Tanya I know from the game isn't as timid. Just as I thought, everyone who met Ed Rothstailor in the past has a bad image of me. Hey Tanya, don't think of me too badly. I'm finally trying my best in life, you see. I was disowned as a punishment for my past misdeeds, too. I was pretty pathetic back when we lived at the manor together, right? It's not like I can take back all the things I said and did back then, but... I'm sorry. I heard you're going to run for student council president. I'll be cheering for you. I won't be able to help you much, but I know that you always do your best, so... Good luck. I say that, but Tanya won't be able to become student council president. She's just a villain meant to make Pena shine, after all. Yeah, but like, that's not her story anymore. You just changed her entire storyline. Oh, you just changed her entire character arc at this school and you didn't even notice. That's the most hilarious part. But since she's the first member of my family I've met, I do feel attached to her. Though judging by her expression, I have no idea how our relationship will turn out. She looks terrified. I nearly let down my guard for a moment there. But I know the true nature of that piece of trash. But even as I was nearly burned to death for speaking ill of him, I could tell her anger was sincere. Yennecar seemed to genuinely trust and follow Ed. But that's strange. All of them? Like, goddamn. Slovenia Academy is filled with elite students. And they're basically all at Ed's side. And at the head of them is the legendary genius mage, Lucy May Real. You did see her, right? With so many talented people around. Ed Rothstailor's true, terrible nature is bound to rear its ugly head, no matter how good he is at acting. Oh. She's next door. Wait, did you not? Oh my god, she didn't recognize Lucy. When Lucy sat next to Ed there. How the hell did she not recognize her, though? I suppose when there are clumsy and undignified people like her, living at Afflace Hall, the best dormitory in the academy. Wait a second. Oh, you don't know it's Lucy, do you? Makes sense that people like Ed slip through unnoticed. Are you his sister? Ed has just been lucky. What are you doing, Lucy? Just let me know if you need anything. Oh, she wants to join the family. Wait, he's not in the family anymore, though, Lucy. Even in Afflace Hall, the best dormitory. Only the top students are given a golden nameplate. Room 302, Lucy May Real. That girl. Yeah, that girl was Lucy. Now, I was like, now you notice it. Oh my god, she's just like, what? But they're all on. Yo, Ed could become student council if he wanted to. It's the legendary genius mage, Lucy May Real. The worst part is that, yeah, Ed could have become student council if he wanted to. Nothing makes sense here. Seems as though it would take some time for Tanya to adjust to Slovenia Academy. By no fault of her own. By no fault of her own. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Please find a match for me. A rose garden. A match. Someone handsome, tall, and overall distinguished would be great. What? Miss Bell, you worked as a maid in Afflace Hall for a while. Oh, I see. You you want to be seen with someone else so Yennecar doesn't kill you. You must know a lot of the male students. I did not think you were the type to date around like that. Actually, do you have any dating experience at all? Why do I feel like she's gonna say Ed? Nah, she don't. Oh, that was rude of me. I did not mean it in a derogatory way. You are always so busy and look after yourself so well. But I thought you had no interest in dating at the moment. Just like Master Ed, who will be a 30 years soon. The two of you are actually quite alike now that I think about it. Yo, everyone says it. They're alike. Huh? Don't tell me. Don't tell me. You too? She just like, Ed, you son of a bitch. There's no way, right? What? I can't fool you, Miss Bell. That's right. It's exactly what you're thinking. I spent some time with him because the rumors surrounding him were so bad. But it turns out we have a lot in common and he's easy to talk to. He's just so responsible and genuine, you know. Oh, she's just like, Ed, you got like 5 or 6 women throwing yourself. What are you doing? Oh, so Master Ed is. That's right. I'll admit it. I find him attractive. But that's the good news, really. What? If he's good enough for me to feel attracted to, that means that Yennecar has really found something good for her. In other words, as long as I get my own feelings sorted out, there won't be any more problems. Lady Anise, that is not how this works. What? If we think of it as a malignant tumor, the good news is that I discovered it early. It's not like he's the only man in existence. If I just find someone in this place and spread rumors about us dating throughout the whole academy, could it be that Lady Yennecar has noticed your feelings? First of all, finding someone to take the place of another is a great insult to the other person. Even for you, Lady Anise, this goes too far. You have never been this inconsiderate. I suppose you're looking for someone to date, in order to show Lady Yennecar that you are interested in someone else entirely. You see, I ran into Yennecar yesterday when I was passing the education district. And we passed by each other without even saying hello. It was so awkward. She looked so depressed. And next week during the class assignment exams, I have to be with Ed to supervise. I feel so guilty toward Yennecar that I don't know what to do. This may not be as big as an issue as you think it is. This might even be for the better. Pardon? Lady Yennecar is always kind and earnest to everyone. Yeah, now she shows her true colors. And you, her two friends, have always protected her from being hurt. But the issue with Lady Yennecar was always that she was too perfect in the first place. Perhaps such an attitude isn't always for the best. Though I am surprised to see you like this, Lady Anise. Since you trust me enough to tell me all of this, I'm actually grateful to you. So sometimes imperfection can add to a person's charm. It evokes a protective instinct. That boy keeps attracting women with his good looks, so we have to think of a solution quickly. For example, instead of trying to seduce him, you could make him feel like he needs to protect you. A protective instinct. My mind is clearing up. Mispel's reassurance that I don't need to feel guilt is helping me put things in order. I then thought of Yennecar and found myself smiling. Because it's obvious where she would go when she feels confused and is having a hard time. Ed. Hey, when did you get here? I need to start prepping the construction materials. I need to make myself a storage shed. After building the extra shed, I want to expand my living quarters as well. And since I don't have much time left, I should hurry and... Why are you so quiet? You okay, Yennecar? It's snowing again. Piled up quite a bit already. It looks like it's snowing every other day now. You can talk to me about whatever it is. I'm sorry. I can't tell you. You can't tell me. Okay. Want a blanket? Then you don't have to. Want a blanket? Here you go. I forget sometimes, but I know Yennecar's life here must be rough as well. She looks like a small animal cornered and shivering. It's just hard to ignore her. It's cold. This fucking dude, it's above my nose. Winter goes on. The cold is difficult to endure with just a blanket and a campfire. But spring is slowly approaching. Though our father, the head of House Rothstailor, was often away at the palace for work, our manor was always peaceful. But when Arwen Rothstailor, the eldest daughter and the successor of our family, passed away, everything changed with the rise of the next successor in line, Ed Rothstailor. Ed Rothstailor was very different from Arwen. They say give a person power to see them at their lowest. What is your opinion about the animated version of the beginning after? Do I even need to say anything? It's a slideshow. I watched episode 1. And you can already tell. I mean, you could tell by the fucking trailers, dude. You could tell by the trailers. It was going to be a train wreck. Going to be a train wreck. Just read the manhwa, dude. Just read the manhwa. He acted as though the whole world belonged to him just because he now had a little bit more authority as his successor. The most ridiculous thing is that there is better animation in the manhwa than there is in the fucking anime. He was a pathetic piece of trash. What do you think you can achieve by glaring at me like that? Do you intend to kill me? Alright, now that Arvin has passed away, that would be good for you, wouldn't it? If I die as well... Yo! You will be the next successor after all, so stab me, kill me. Yo, that is sketchy as fuck. What are you waiting for? Just push it in. What? Go ahead, stab me. Stab the dagger into my chest. Go on, just do it. That was what life was like at the manor. He suddenly stopped laughing and looked down at me with those eyes again. I lived half my life under that chilling glare. But he never hit me, so was his sister. I was left entirely helpless and unable to do anything. To save our family and everyone at the manor, as I survived with bated breath. An opportunity presented itself. Ed Rothstailor, disowned. Now that my garbage brother had been disowned, all I needed to do was to prove myself. And the upcoming student council election was a perfect chance to do so. The first part of my plan is the class assignment exam. The day of the class assignment examination for new students. Unease. Stay away from me. Your smell, your eyes, your presence. Anyway, I don't like any of it. So please stay away. He's like, what the fuck? Did I do something? Unease is a rational and hardworking person. I'm sure she has a reason. He's like, yeah, okay, whatever. I think I've covered everything you need to know. I said stay away. We are going to the same place. So let's hike up the mountain and make our preparations. I said stay away. Grr! What? Sylvina's fails or mess. First year class assignment examination. 3. Unlike the exam that was held in the northern forest last year. Okay, now Ed is far behind. I had a higher hope for it. I enjoyed when you used to read it, so I was hoping for it to be good, but I guess it doesn't have the budget behind it to make a good anime. I mean, yeah, it needed better. And I have still been reading it. Even the last video I did on it is still on YouTube. Although, when I stream it again, I will probably, like... not privatize, but, like, make it YouTube only. Like, the first video of it is still on YouTube for me, at least at the moment. I haven't made it YouTube only, or I made it back into everyone on YouTube. But we'll see. We'll see. This year's class assignment examination will be held on the right mountain. With Professor Glass gone, Associate Professor Cleo is in charge of the exam. So quite a few things are changed. The main difference is that instead of looking for the hidden mana-infused marbles, the students will have to fetch magic power stones, which will be much easier to find. Not only will they not be hidden, the stones themselves do not garner the students any points. Anyone is able to aim for Class A, the substitute altar, as long as they're able to place a magic power stone onto the substitute altar. This may sound easy, but Professor Cleo is very much like her mentor. Class A isn't just for anyone, you know, I can't make it easy for them. The class assignment this year is ridiculously difficult. Only the students who are able to fight their way through countless monsters and wild animals will be able to join Class A. So, what if they die? Then you weren't supposed to join. What? They call it the Right Mountain Survival Game of Hell. Are you gonna tell them that's what it's called? Nah, we'll tell them afterwards. In the end, according to the game storyline, nobody's able to join Class A this year. That's how things are supposed to go, at least. This incident had led to no students being able to join Class A. Needs to happen the same way because it leads to an important occurrence later on. That's why I didn't object to the ludicrous difficulty level Professor Cleo set for this exam. Though I will be writing a report later. At least I can rest assured in the fact that despite the difficulty level of the exam, there will be no casualties among the new students. Because they will be fighting illusory monsters. Okay, here we go. Created by the magically engineered apparition discs we will be installing. Apparition disc. Summons illusions of low-ranking monsters and beasts. Only low-ranking? Dude. All we need to do is make sure that everything is safe. Once we install the discs, something's gonna go wrong, that's for sure. Those purple apparition discs are especially important, as far as I know. Those are the main reason no one was able to join Class A. Apparition disc. Summons illusions of high-ranking monsters, beasts, and humans. Guess it's admirable that she insisted on carrying the important items herself, but... Ed is just like, you sure you don't need help? I don't need any help from you. Stay away! Stay away. Just let us help you carry those if they're too heavy for you. We keep lagging behind. Thank you, Onyx. They really are heavy. Okay. Hand them to me. Yo, it wasn't even on. He was like, thank you, Onyx. Hand them to me. Come on. She's like, anyone but you, okay? Anyone. Wait, what? Yo, she about to fall over the cliff? Is that a cliff? Dude, looks like a rock. Oh no, watch out! Yennecut is getting all the gossip. You okay there? Let go. Oh no. The disc! The purple discs, those are essential. You need to be more careful. Well done, Sigs. What if they break? Wow. No wonder he's a tough student. God. The storyline for this semester was nearly ruined from the start. Again. And all because of you, Ed. As always. Oh no. Oh shit. Did you grab it too hard? What do we do now? Yeah, what do we do now? You must have an idea, Ed. I knew things were going a little too well. Yo, did he just like let her go and fall backwards? He's like... Oh, it's fucking perfect. Last year's joint combat training was a notable event in which the failing student, Taylor, first took up a sword. And defeated Lucy to everyone's amazement. Although the events didn't follow the set storyline. Which expedited Yennecutt's rampage. This year's joint combat training is another major event. The talented first year students challenge the renowned main characters in a match. Once it begins, the first year students run wild, making the match seem less like training and more like survival. But all of them. Oh shit, are taken down by Taylor alone. Boom. Taylor, having grown very strong over a year, is once again admired by all. And Clarice, the saint, hiding among the crowd, takes notice of him as the curtain falls. Watching Taylor's impressive progress is one thing. But the most important thing is Taylor's establishing a connection with the saint, one of the four main female leads. Her powers are needed in the battle against Lucy in Act 3 and onward, because she is so important. This event has to go according to the game's set storyline. And in order for that to happen, the elite first year students have to run wild as planned. But the reason behind this in the first place is actually the fact that none of the new students were able to join Class A during the class assignment examination. The reason for this, in turn, is because the assistant Professor Cleo was too ambitious and insisted on using these purple discs, but now we don't have them. During the exam. This isn't good. The circuits themselves were twisted up. We'll have to get them repaired. We worked so hard for this day. What did this have to... And it's just like, I can fix this. How? Bring me some glue. What? And some duct tape. I'm sorry. I should have been more careful. Broken items won't get fixed if we just stand around like this. At this rate, we'll get students who manage to... I mean, we'll get too many... You almost said, oh my god, we will actually get someone into Class A if this person... I mean, we'll get too many students who manage to get into Class A, meaning we have to do something. We can definitely remedy this situation. Oh. But it's all up to Clevius. What? Yeah, you fight them. You beat them. You are the monster. The starting point of the class assignment examination. Right mountain entrance. When are you the most aware of the fact that you have arrived in Slovenia, the land of learning? If anyone were to ask Tanya this, she would say that it is the moment she comes face to face with the most noble of people and welcomes them as her schoolmates. Both the princess and the prime minister were students of Slovenia, wearing the same clothes and insisting they were equals with everyone. But there is one person who is an exception to this rule. The spiritual leader of millions of followers of Telos, Saint Clarice. Thank you. You need not show me so much respect. If you were to adhere to proper etiquette, all year long it would impede your life at the academy. Please, for my sake, show me only the most necessary respect. It is an honor to meet you, Saint Clarice. I am the successor of House Rothstailor, Tanya Rothstailor. Oh, my. House Rothstailor. I personally baptized the current head, Crepin, though I was so young that I hardly remember it. I consider it a great honor. I look forward to being baptized by you when I come of age as well. I look forward to it as well, Tanya. Greeting the saint with everyone present. This will surely be good for me during the upcoming student council elections. But today's main event is... Start! The combat students are in the student plaza, the magic students at the entrance of Right Mountain, and the alchemy students in the basement of Obel Hall. The location and examination are different according to which department you are in, but the goal is the same. To be assigned to Class A. No tuition fees, the right to live in Offalis Hall, free use of any student facilities, and so on, as well as great honor. Whatever your aim may be. Perfect. I found a magic power stone. Full steam ahead. I'm sure I just have to get this to the altar faster than anyone else to get into Class A. All of the new students. If you're running instead of just running your mouth, that is. Oh. Darn it. Get back here, Joseph. Are aiming for that peak. There are too many. I'm sure there's more to it than just placing a stone on the altar. There should be some sort of mechanism in place to sort out the riffraff. I should keep my guard up and go slow and steady instead of wasting my energy. True. What? Her shoes are off her feet. Did she slip? That seems weird. Did you hurt your legs? I can call a staff member for you. Oh, no, that's not it. I wanted to try walking on the snow with my bare feet. It's so cold! Well, why and why here? Oh, is that not allowed? Does this look nonsensical? It was on my bucket list, you see. I've only ever imagined what it might be like, but it's softer than I thought. Those eyes, that attitude. She must have hit her head as soon as the exam started. Poor thing. My name is Tanya, the youngest daughter of House Rothstailor. Seems that we are in the same year. Rothstailor. I read everyone from your house is as amazing as your noble title suggests. That's not true. Pardon? Even the most reputable noble houses are bound to produce trash. Boom. Or useless, pathetic nobodies after many generations pass. The Ed I met at his camp seems to have turned a new leaf. Though I can't tell which side of him is the real Ed. The sense of terror he instilled in me won't fade. But you don't seem like one of those people, Tanya. If you're from House Rothstailor and I'm just from the border, I should greet you properly, right? Let's see. Don't bother. We are in Slovenia. Oh. Right. We are. My name is Kylie Eckner. Kylie. I'm from a small city-state called the Duchy of Terrene in the east. Yo. She seems like she's hiding something. I'm not really familiar with the social norms here. I apologize ahead of time for any silliness I get up to. I'm really not familiar with this kind of place. Miss Kylie. I suppose I'll just call you Kylie since we are the same age. Of course. We need to hurry. This is an exam. That's right, we're in the middle of an exam. I forgot. I really don't care about my grades, so getting into class A would only make me stand out too much. She really rubs me the wrong way. But since I'm not that interested in passing this exam, I'll help you instead, Tanya. Then we'll definitely grow closer, right? Yeah, she is definitely not normal. I never had a friend my age, you see. Would you stop being so casual? You're lucky it's just me. If you were to act like this with the princess or the saint, you get in big trouble. Really? Technically, I'm also... never mind. Sorry. You also kind of a saint, huh? I said it. She's hiding something. 30 minutes after the start of the exam. She's probably like the strongest of them all there. Only one who's gonna make it to A class. I'm ahead of everyone. I'm almost at the top now. Joseph might be talented, but he can't beat me when it comes to endurance. Maybe I shouldn't have run at full speed, though. I thought I might die. Then go ahead and die. Yo. Ah! I barely touched the dude. Good grief, he spooked me. Why did he have to pop out of nowhere? Yikes. This does feel a little underhanded and cowardly and not very admirable, but... just like you said, it's actually quite easy. Why me? Because you're the strongest. It won't be just you. It won't be just you, okay? Clevis and Anise, you two fend off the new students around the midpoint and keep them from reaching the altar. If any of the first years can get past all of us, they deserve to join Class A. This is all my fault. So I'll do my best. Onyx, you're the best at flying magic, so you're in charge of safety. And a report on how things had to be changed for the exam. Professor, if you head back right away, you can get it done for the end of the exam, right? Sure, if I don't sleep at all. Sounds good. What? So Professor Cleo is in charge of the report. Onyx will make sure everyone is safe. Clevis and I will block their southern and northern entrances, respectively. What will you do, Ed? Oh, I'll watch. I'll grab a chair. But what about you, Ed? I'll stay here. Someone has to protect the last. Someone needs to guard the altar. I don't sense any magic power from you at all right now, Ed. Will you be alright? I have an idea. Die. Just die. Yep. No issues here. It's just like, my idea is that no one will get past. Apparition disc. A magically engineered item that's always... Is he gonna fix it? Summons illusions of strong enemies using the crafter's magic power. This is a damaged item. It cannot fulfill its function. It'd be difficult to fully repair the illusion disc. And my magic power hasn't returned yet either. Magic power stone. A highly valuable item containing large amounts of magic power. These stones used for this exam are very high grade, as expected of Sylvania Academy. Also, the substitute altar allows users to temporarily use the magic power extracted from a magic infused item placed on the altar. If I use this altar, I can keep charging up my magic power, even if it might take a while. It's been a while. Can't hear a voice very well yet, but still. Anise and Clevius will buy me enough time. And I have more than enough magic power stones. My goal is to stop everyone from passing this exam. Come. I'm ready. Dude is gonna have a hard time against that girl though, probably. Run away! Ah! Ah! So, I'm pretty exhausted. Ah! And my mood isn't so great either, so let's get this over with. Ah. Yo, why is he so big though? Huh? That's a northern entrance, but that's not Anisa's magic. Now, run for it! Ah! Get back here! Anise, as a senior teacher's assistant, was a talented student, often lauded for her skills in office work and academia. But when it came to combat magic, she was only a little above average in her year. That didn't mean that first years would have an easy time against her. Alright, go ahead. But this first year was on a completely different level. Joseph Whitefeld. Unlike his sister, who had to work tirelessly to become the top student in the alchemy department, Joseph was the youngest mage to ever earn researcher status from the Magic Academy and could already use intermediate magic freely. In other words, he was a genius and a likely candidate for the top student position. You don't need to feel so frustrated. I'm sure you have your own niche you specialize in. It just happens to not be suitable for battle. You're sorely mistaken. I am frustrated, but not the way you think. So just hurry and head to the top. Alright. I acted all perfect and flawless. And yet I broke the magically engineered items and ruined everything. I wasn't even able to come up with a solution. When he took charge once again, he just led the conversation in the right direction without ever showing any signs of annoyance. But here I am losing against the first year and failing to block the northern entrance. So rather than feeling defeated, I feel angry at myself. Because once again I found myself thinking of him and relying on him to take care of things. You're my first guest today. You know what to do, right? You just need to offer the magic power stone you brought to the altar. Except I won't let you. What a strange exam. If I manage to defeat you and succeed in offering up my stone, who will test the students who arrive after me? Who knows? That's not something you should be worrying about. That is true. I'm sure you've thought of everything ahead of time. I don't actually care about the answer. I'm just buying some time to figure out our surroundings. That's an apparition disc. Isn't a different color? Is it an updated version? I have to keep an eye on that. This guy looks like he's from the magic department, but I can't sense much magic power from him. And it looks like he used some magic power stones. The fact that he's using those against me, his first opponent, means that his magic power capacity is extremely low. How disappointing. Sylvania Academy, I thought I would be able to learn something here. I guess I should just think about what sandwich to eat once I get back. Point explosion. It's not very powerful, but a nasty piece of intermediate magic. You can't dodge if you don't know about it. Unless you know it's a caster's hand position and dodge ahead of time, there's nothing you can do. Which he did, but he dodged it. He must have some combat experience. Judging by that magic flow, it's fire magic. And judging by its power, it's either ignite or scorch. Scorch radiates fire, but seeing that his magic is facing the ground is ignite. Huh. The flames are much bigger than I expected. That means he trained up his beginner magic to near perfection. He might even be able to use intermediate magic. But it's no use. Even the best ignite spell can't get through my defensive magic. When it comes to combat between mages, the battle is often decided based on the mage's magic power capacities. How the fuck did this genius not get through the monsters? So if they continue to use the same amount of magic power, whoever has more to begin with will win. You don't get it, do you? He has to alter. He could just keep on popping them stones. It looks like he doesn't have much experience fighting with magic at all. Once he runs out of magic power and can't keep casting ignite, he won't be able to stop my attack magic. A battle between mages tends to be much more impressive. Joseph Whitefeld. Defensive magic can stop attack magic, but nothing physical. Boom. Ugh. Knee. Oh. Ow. Ow. Do you think a mage can't fight? Only ever has to fight other mages. Went through the flames. Ow. I won't let my guard down anymore. Intermediate ice magic. Beginner magic. Ignite. More fire magic. Is he responding to my ice magic? He's trying to obscure my vision with the resulting steam and try another attack like that, but I can handle other elements as well. Beginner magic. Scorch. You can see the hand movements. Blessing of Fire Fortune. Temporarily raises fire resistance by a large amount. Yeah, he has that. Fire resistance. Fire doesn't work on me, bro. Physical shield. Blocks physical attack. What the hell? When did he get out a weapon? But I'm quicker with my magic. Mug. Spiritual skill. Explosion. Yeah. Nice. Stay alert. Think. He can't be faster at casting beginner magic than I am. That was spiritual magic. A spiritual skill rather than fire magic. The fact that he passed through my scorch spell can be explained through the elementalist blessing of Fire Fortune spell. It was hiding his spirit among the flames on purpose. Magic, elementalism, and those magically engineered items he hasn't even used yet. Who on earth is this guy? Right? Right? Yeah, is this guy? Haha. I lose. Oh, is he trying to throw it on the... Now's my chance. Yeah, it's not gonna work. Intermediate magic ice spear. Just go down already. Bang. I'm gonna try to punch him now, huh? You getting that uppercut. Oh, he took the punch. A punch from Joseph, who studied nothing but magic his whole life, is barely tickles. Doesn't hurt at all. Yeah. What on earth? Don't tell me. Storm's blessing. Blows away an opponent with wind magic when an unexpected attack is about to hit. When an attack is about to hit? Dude got hit first though. You slow. You slow. I think you're done, dude. I think you're done for now. For real this time. I give up. Sure you do. I lose. You did well. That last attack was admirable. It's a pretty good choice. You nearly had me there. Can I ask your name? Ed. This is also going to change his storyline completely, right? Gonna look up to Ed. Gonna want to be his lackey. Ed Rothstailor. I'll leave him to you, Onyx. By the way, Ziggs, why did you join the magic department? Why do you ask? You would have been a top student if you had joined the combat or alchemy departments. I feel as though you gave up on all the perks of being a top student just so we could be together. I feel bad. What? It's not for you, it's for Ed. What? I'm not really interested in being a top student, but also... I don't know about the alchemy department, but I wouldn't have been the top student even if I had joined the combat department. Among those of us about to become second-year students. The top student of the combat department is that guy. Clevius Nortondale. What was that? Are you alright? Was my holy magic too strong? You didn't break anything, did you? Leave him to me and keep going, you two. Damn it. Are you alright, Clevius? Wake up, Clevius. How am I supposed to stop that? 20 minutes until the end of the exam. So we gonna have to fight the saint, huh? So you are the final hurdle. Yo, the way it looks as well. Just fucking beating up all of them. Next. I'll keep this short. The one I once feared. The one I once hated. Ed. Give up. He's like, give up. Come on, please. Dude is tired and he doesn't want to beat up his sister. Like, come on. Be kind. Be kind to me, okay? I want to race. I want to race. Clarice the Saint had 2 dreams. I believe that saintliness stems from an unshakable belief that you follow until death. You must become as pure as the snow. The dream she had during the day was one planted in her by Archbishop Verdio, and the other, it is better to die in filth than live as pure snow. What? The Holy Father's building of pure white created by humans, even the tallest tower that boasts of its grandeur, are nothing but sand castles before the grey rocks of the Lamelin mountain range, the green fog of the Denkin wetlands, the golden fields of Krolon, the Empire's capital, the emerald plains of Pulan, the land of farming, the opal smoke of Kret, the land of alchemy. The red roofs of Oldek. The commercial city. The Viridian knowledge of Sylvania. The land of academia. That kill is working as written. That name means that. Past the reddish sand dunes of Dresdea, the great desert, and even the purple shadows of Colton, the lowless region. Pure white. It's merely a small piece of the spectrum of colors. She was Adele, the keeper of the church's torch. Once she left the church, she began to call herself a romantic. Though Clarice had no way of knowing how Adele managed to traverse the rooftops. Adele would sing at her window late at night, when the rest of the world was asleep. The dream Clarice dreamed of at night was the outside world that her only friend whispered to her under the stars. Did you know that an ordinary life of taking classes, making friends, and finding love could also be a saintly life? The simple hug from a person you love can be much more precious than the prayers of 1 million of your followers. Did you know that? She's right. After Adele left the church, she enrolled at Sylvania Academy. And it is said that she roamed the world during the summer and winter breaks. After Adele left, Clarice would wander through all those places Adele told her about. And the end of that journey, Clarice would embrace with someone who would then join her wandering. It was a journey full of color, so unlike her life of pure white, and the most daring thing she could imagine. Please always be watchful with your conduct, so that no one realizes your true identity. Wait a second, so the other one is fake? You must keep that magic item on you at all times as well. Since you're always protected by the holy law, I do not have to worry too much, but... the fuck? I look so different this way. No one will suspect anything, Verdio. But then who is... Wait a second, so they have a fake saint? There is nothing wrong with being careful. It was only natural for her to end up attending the academy with the arrangements made by the church. Whenever Clarice sat on a bench outside the education district, no one paid any attention to her. That fact alone made her heart flutter, and she experienced great satisfaction. No one bowed to her or looked up to her. At least no one here at Sylvania. No one would ever think of Kylie as the saint. Except for one person. Give up, saintess. That's the saint. Brother, you're our last test. Ah, fuck's sake. Tanya's brother, so he is also a Rothstailor. I'm sorry, but I'd prefer if you would just turn around and leave. But if you insist, come. Shit. Even students who spent their whole lives focusing their studies on elementalism wouldn't be able to do this. This is far beyond even an alumnus' level. Is he using the ring? Even adult elementalists with around 6 mid-ranking spirits at their beck and call are called veterans in their fields. So. A higher-ranking spirit. I give up. We need to be rational. Oh no, this is too much. She's right. A high-ranking spirit. The trauma of that day shakes me to the core once more. Oh my god, is Tanya gonna defeat her brother? But this would mean that nothing has changed. I don't know about you, Kylie, but I don't intend to give up. With high status and reputation come great responsibilities and burdens, you see. I clearly remember what he was like 2 years ago. There are limits to what he could have achieved in this time. He could hardly do beginner magic back then. How could he suddenly wield a high-ranking spirit? It has to be fake. I just need to take him down. You sure about it being fake though? This can't be happening. How on earth? Don't tell me. That's an actual high-ranking spirit. God damn. I mean, this is one of the better series we are reading at the moment. Just saying, like, it's quality. Well written, funny, action-packed. That's Tanya's brother. Kylie had a certain fancy when it came to noblemen. Well-groomed, looks, a welcoming smile, and elegant manners. However, as soon as she heard that this man, the opposite of the image she had in her head, was part of House Rothstailor, she knew. He was the nobody. Even though I know nothing about the outside world, and tend not to notice details, I could tell. Even the most reputable noble houses are bound to produce trash, or useless pathetic nobodies after many generations pass. Tanya is extremely resentful against him. Tanya, please keep targeting the caster as you planned. I like this debate. Like I told you before, I have a unique constitution. So I definitely won't die under normal circumstances. But what if you get badly hurt? You're not even interested in the exam. You said he was a terrible person, right? Besides, Tanya, you're the first friend I made here at Sylvania. I think you're misunderstanding something. Like, he wanted you to give up. Though Tanya would have ordinarily told her to stop spouting nonsense. She had seen Kylie fight on the way here. Upper-class students from the combat department had charged at them, when a mysterious light pushed him back. Did Kylie have some sort of special power? The more surprising thing was seeing Kylie, who had seemed like a scaredy cat, step before her. Like, the thing here is, though, Ed knows that it's the Saint. I might have thought he would easily lose if he had underestimated her and he didn't know about it. But, like, he knows it's the Saint, so he won't underestimate her. Was she always this brave? Of course not. What? Right. The shield, holy blessing. Triggers intermediate level or higher sacred magic against any hostile opponent attempting to harm the user. I mean, he knows about it though. Like, what are you doing, Ed? Okay, I mean, she just still flew though. Ed is so tired of this shit. He's just like, can I get a break? Are we done yet? Can I go take a bath? Like, god damn it, I just want to get back to my cabin. Chill. God damn it, Lucy. Get out of my fucking bed. I want to sleep. I want to nap too. Is that it? Did you really think I would give up? Beginner magic. Gust. Did he seriously get taken out by a beginner magic gust after all that? Dude, did you lose sight of your sister? Ed, really? He disappeared. Don't tell me. An apparition disc. Yeah. Yeah, he hasn't gotten the highest level spirit yet. Alright, the spirit was real, so he has gotten the spirit, but he wasn't real, so he's just hiding behind. Stay still. No, no way. Wait, did he like disappear? I didn't see that in the panel. Did he disappear after she hit him? Let me see that again. Okay, so this was him disappearing, like, slowly. Turning transparent. Okay. I see. I see. I see. So that's what he used the apparition disc for, huh? The fuck is that, though? Arrows? Arrows. Stay still. No. No way. He could barely even hold a sword, but he can wield a bow now? That was a warning. Arrows made of magic power. Is this really? The Ed I know. Like, god damn. Ed Rothstailor. Just give up. Like, come on. It's just like before. No matter how much I try. Ah, the way they go into Baxter, is she somehow going to like get the rock on there? Like, what the hell? Nothing has changed from my childhood. When I was powerless too. You must have done your best. Yeah, this is different though. Like he's not gonna curse you out. He's gonna like, I'm impressed. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I have my reasons for this. I can't just go easy on you because you're my sister, right? If I had, I know you would have only gotten angry with me. Right? Damn. I mean, you do see the other people around. It's not like he went hard on you in comparison to the others. Pardon? Still, that was impressive. I would have run without looking back in that situation. It was just an illusion, but you kept fighting until the end. I was wrong. I really am impressed, Tanya. Something. I didn't know this side of you. Had definitely changed. Boom. He's wearing it. He's wearing it. But if that was an illusion, how the fuck did... Oh, right. Illusions are still powerful. It was just an illusion, but you kept fighting until the end. You should be proud of yourself. You're pretty amazing. Huh? Is she that sad about not getting into class A? Stay away! I'm warning you. If you start attacking me, something bad will happen to you. I'm serious, so don't move. The exam's over, Ed. Come and help us. Clevia is completely wiped out. Okay. Professor Cleo, please update the grading chart first. We have so much to do. And the student council president election will start along with the semester. Oh. So the exam is over. Huh? Why is my voice? The disguise spell is fading. Are you gonna help her? Don't tell me it happened when. You must keep that magic item on you at all times. Oh shit. Oh no. It is right. Good work, Ed! Huh? My identity. My life at the academy. I mean, hey! You! Please be more careful with your belongings. Ed, how'd you get it so injured? Just lots of students, you know. I'm alright. The new student class assignment examination came to a close. And Ed Rothstailor managed a forced outcome to align with the original storyline. Yeah, just barely. Except for one thing. A small twist that was caused by a seemingly trivial and meaningless gap. I mean, there are lots of changes here. One change is the way his sister is going to like gradually like him more, I guess. And you helped the Saints through that twisted gap. Wait, you didn't like that he did it? Oh, it's because he knows. He's not supposed to know. Are you sure you're alright? Yes. 2 eyes as red as rubies watched at it. Under the reddening sky. Why, what? He was about to address me as my lady just now. Ed, you seem really tired, so take a break for now. We'll take care of cleaning up the place. Would you carry Clevius, Onyx? Right, I'll be right. Thought I just saw someone up there. Guess I was wrong. Did you know? I believe that there is such a thing as beauty that transcends time and differing values. The sky is clear evidence of that. Though works of art worth thousands of gold can be interpreted and appreciated in differing ways, I don't think anyone could look at a sunset like that and say it isn't beautiful. I have no idea what you're trying to say. You humans, you really have no idea how to appreciate such moments when your lives are so short. This is Marilda, a high-ranking wind spirit. A life without twists and turns is the most terrible fate for a human. You ought to be moved by the most trivial things and find meaning in everyday things, alright? Ah, such a cute little puppy. If you were to compare a human's lifespan to the 4 seasons, the life of a spirit is that of a long winter, a desolate life without any variation. As Yennecar said, she's a chatterbox. People like you tend to be thorough and flawless in their work, but when it comes to themselves, they're completely neglectful. As proof, you collapse from overwork and keep getting yourself hurt. So what? What I'm saying is, get into a relationship, you dimwit. I'm sure you have someone like that around. Someone nice and cheerful you happen to be friends with. Yo, she's doing her absolute best here. Someone strong enough to depend on. Yo, you're talking about more than one girl here, though. Interacting with someone like that and growing with them is incredibly helpful for emotional development. You know. Don't you agree, Mug? Words of wisdom indeed, Lady Marilda. Marilda actually hasn't made a contract with Yennecar. They just became friends. As read, the advice of Lady Marilda is like holy scripture among us spirits. How about you give her the benefit of the doubt and listen to her? The benefit of the doubt. What do you mean with that? That means that while Marilda and Mug aren't in a direct hierarchy, like him and Takon, seems like high-ranking spirits are respected anyway. I should not have said that. I apologize for being so rude. Please punish me however you see fit. By the way, Yennecar seemed really glum the other day. Do you have any idea why? Oh, are you worried about her? Why wouldn't I be? Oh, it's not like I would tell you things that Yennecar is hesitant to discuss with you. In any case, don't worry about it. It's good for Yennecar to experience the cold of winter every once in a while. Otherwise, she won't learn anything from this. Life isn't a fairy tale, right? You just have to stay the way you are until spring arrives. Shall we stop now? I feel bad for eating away at your magic. Yes, even in that form you are difficult to maintain. I come at a costly price, you know. At least in this form I'm more cost effective. Do you have other forms then? Would you like me to appear to you as a pretty young girl? You'll enjoy the sight, but you won't be able to handle it. Never mind, I just asked. God. Because I couldn't really tell the difference between you in your giant form and in this form. Are you sure? Maybe the magic power stones kept you from noticing. Your senses are still dull, I see. Ah! Did you think you were actually handling all of that magic by yourself? Think about it, a spirit at my level doesn't just make a contract with one person. With my level of magic, I can't summon a high-ranking spirit like her for very long. But if it wasn't my magic, who else could it have been? Yennecar? The answer is pretty simple. Ugh, the other person who made a contract with Marilda besides me. Oh, Lucy. Of course. Wait, why isn't Marilda trying to get Lucy then? This doesn't seem like a good place to nap. I didn't come here for a nap. Your cabin is much better for that. for a look. And why are you here? I don't like being at your cabin when it's empty. So I took a walk, that's all. Sadly enough, the substitute altar she arrived at is the final stage of Act 3. Clarice, the saint of distrust, begins to doubt the darkness hidden within the church. And the apostles of Telos arrive on Akin Island to condemn her. Unaware of the reason, many of the students and staff of the academy simply follow the archbishop's orders. Princess Penya's Imperial Guards, Lortel's mercenaries, the holy knights of the church, and the higher level staff of the academy, and even the protagonist, his party, and Headmaster Obel Forsyth. At the end of this tangled web of threads, everyone ends up directing their attacks in one direction, toward the girl who tries to protect Akin Island, according to her late master's will. Though she was labeled an apostate and unbeliever, she never complained, and simply looks down upon the world, as Lucy may reel. The Awakened One. After defeating most of the people on Akin Island, and half of the protagonist's party, in the end she runs out of energy. Gets killed by Taylor. And is defeated by Taylor, who has acquired the Swordmaster skill. But he doesn't have the Swordmaster skill, does he? Only after everything is revealed. Does everyone realize why Lucy was trying to defeat the apostles? But words like she actually wasn't evil after all, and we had no idea she had her reasons. Were only more hurtful to her as they came too late. Whether it's because of her nature or because she believed explaining herself would achieve nothing. In the end, Lucy carries the weight all on her own. I have no intention of stopping her, of course. But will I sacrifice Lucy in order to maintain the storyline? He's gonna say no or I don't know, right? No, I'm not that ruthless. Hey! The reason for this is that letting things happen this way won't actually lead to a bad ending. Just as the ground hardens after it rains, Sylvania Academy will overcome this trial as well. There will be a time that it will need your strength. And when that time comes, would you lend Sylvania your power, Lucy? Even just for my sake. Only Lucy knows how heavy the last words of the Archmage, her master, and only family, would feel on her shoulders. And Lucy needs to be able to shake off that weight herself. It will be a long fight with dangerous moments, but it's something she has to go through within the confines of the third act. But that doesn't mean that I'll just be standing around and watching. I just realized recently. Oh! Is she going for it? Pat, pat. Ah, she really liked sleeping on your lap, huh? I think I get pretty lonely sometimes. One thing I do need to keep in mind. What? Is that I should let her know the next time I intend to be away from the cabin for a while. Yeah. Definitely tell her when you're going out. You arrived earlier than I expected. I wanted to get away from that house as soon as possible. Jeez. Here, I brought this for you, Miss Bell. Most people mistake Anise as being from a high-ranking noble house, but it's actually Clara whose father is a famous Viscount. Thank you. Huh. This place really is home, away from home. It feels so peaceful here. Anyway, I should go and greet my dear friends. It's been so long. I brought a lot of snacks for us. Yeah, it's not gonna be like this, like last time, is it? And I've already prepared a spread for our niece and Yannicka to join me for afternoon tea. Yeah, that's gonna be interesting. I'll get going now. I'm so excited to go and see them. Yo, the maid is holding her face like, yeah, it's gonna be good. We have so much to discuss. Yeah, you do. The blueberry pie I brought is so delicious. We have so much to discuss. The maid is just like, yeah, you do. Oh, shit. The blueberry pie tastes like sand. Who said that? What's going on? Why isn't anyone saying anything? Oh my god. We are having... What is going on? I was just gone for the winter. How much could have freaking happened while I was gone? Did I fight? Yannicka and Anise have only ever argued a little in jest. It's never been this serious. I should make a joke to lighten the mood. Ah, this is bad. This is a bad idea. This is a really bad idea. What should I say? If you're gonna say something about Ed, that would be hilarious. Anise? I heard that you hugged Ed. Yeah? So what? It's not like it means anything, right? Shit. Actually, it means something though. Ed Rothstailor, age 18, year 3. Achievements: Resolute Survivor, 1 year. High ranking Spirit Summoner. Strength 13, Intelligence 13, Dexterity 15, Will 12, Luck 11. I mean, his stats are going up. Combat, Magic, Survival, Alchemy. New crafted item. Wooden windshield. What? Wall made of wooden boards tied together with rope, with the gap filled with mud. It provides some protection from the wind. Crafting difficulty. Wait, didn't he have that before? What the hell did he have before? At this point, making items like this doesn't raise my crafting experience at all. Okay. Wait, what are you doing? Oh, I see. This bill is making it less windy, huh? I suppose I'll have to find something else to build in order to get better. You're building the wall thicker? It is indeed a good idea to secure your shelter from the snowstorm. Mm-hmm. Huh? I'm glad to see you in good health, Master Ed. The maid. Did you come to capture Lucy? Did you come to capture Lucy? The Academy has issued orders for all students to stay in their dormitories during the snowstorm. They're forbidden from leaving them unless absolutely necessary. Miss Lucy is at a higher risk of escaping, so I must keep a close eye on her. Help! We are planning to have several people take turns during the week watching her. I see. I won't drop the formalities. Master Ed, are you sure you will be able to withstand a week-long snowstorm in these conditions? Should be fine. Oh wait, he didn't be... I thought he was like making his cabin more secure. That's not what he's doing. What the fuck is he doing? Pardon me for saying this, but that windshield won't nearly be enough. I'm just putting these up to protect my things. I also made sure to tie ropes around the cabin to prevent any damage. And secure the ropes with stakes in the ground. Dude looks like he has a torture. I've already gathered up all my hunting traps and tools and placed them inside the cabin. During the week that the snowstorm will be happening, I plan on focusing on magic engineering, research in the Soul Library. There's no need to worry about me. I have somewhere safe to stay during the snowstorm. Oh, he's going. Oh, yeah, that's smarter if he goes there. And although is it gonna be cold in there though? Isn't it? Like, isn't it gonna be colder here than in the cabin? That does make me feel better, but you seem troubled. I suppose this is the first time you're dealing with a snowstorm as the head maid. Wooden law. No, I was just thinking of your other troubles, Master Ed, but... My other troubles? Other than the snowstorm? What could be worse than a snowstorm? Never mind, I believe this is far too personal for me to get involved. It's more boring if you put it like that. In any case... Good luck, Master Ed. Good luck, Master Ed. Yo, what is the joke? Tell me the joke. I want to hear the joke. I heard. Oh no, I heard that you hugged Ed. Unease. Okay, now you're just looking real ass guilty. At least say that at first it was just to test him out, see if he was good enough for you. And then what? And then I got to know him. And then what? And then I got to know how great he is. And then what? And then how could I? What? There must be some misunderstanding. Maybe the spirits misinterpreted what was going on. Or, that's right, I tried to seduce Ed. That's right, she tried to. Excuse me? I'm sorry, Anikar. To be honest, I just couldn't trust that guy. He just looks like such a womanizer. So I wanted to see what he would do. What? You're serious? Really? He was never my type to begin with, so don't worry about that, Anikar. I would never like someone who looked like such a delinquent. I was arrogant and whiny and only ever thinks about himself. It would be so funny if it just slipped out and has a great butt. I mean, right? Hold on, that's so mean, Anis. You don't even know Ed like I do. Huh? I'm sorry. I tried to seduce him without discussing my plan with you first. I sincerely apologize, Yanikar. Why did you do something I never asked for, Anis? Do you know how heartbroken I was? You kept me up at night. You're such a dear friend to me. That was too good. And I hated feeling so betrayed by you. But I'm not in any position to blame you anyway, since Ed and I aren't an item at all. So I thought maybe I was just overreacting this whole time. Don't worry, Anikar. Ed treasures you very much, does he? From what I've seen, he sees you as more than a friend, though not yet a girlfriend, I'm sure of it. Really? He treasures me? Anyway, I honestly don't think it was a good idea to try and test Ed and judge him like that. But it was for my sake, so I guess I can't be mad at you. In any case, you don't like Ed, right? Thank you for being honest with me, Anis. Yo, she gotta see the look. She gotta see the. Oh, get it. You don't like Ed, right? Shit. It's about to hit the fan. Huh. I was afraid you had fallen for Ed, Anis. Yo, yeah, no. Yo, I was afraid you had fallen for Ed, and then look at Anis. Look at Anis's face. Yeah, don't worry, Anakin. No. Oh, Unicorn should be happy to see this face. Oh no. Anis? No. No. What an unfortunate misunderstanding. Don't tell me you avoided going to the northern forest while I was away because you were so troubled. Oh. Sorry, I'll be back soon. Sure. Be safe. Yeah, here comes the chat. Here comes Anis? I've already thought of a solution. I will kill myself. What? I've already thought of a solution. I will jump off a bridge. You gonna what? I can't fall in love with Ed if I want the bottom of a lake. What kind of solution? Do you know any single guys? No. I need to be more daring. Forget about guys. Will you go out with me, Clara? Yo, she's just like, fuck this. I'll go. Don't look at me like that. Don't look at me like what? I'm the same as always. Go out with me, Clara. I feel really bad about lying to Yannick, but if I don't see him anymore, I'm bound to forget about it, right? Once the break is over, we won't be working together as assistants anymore. You're in the same class. The scholarship students. We'll all be continuing on as teachers' assistants this year. Woo! Clevis and Onyx, you both worked hard and did everything you were asked. And since you were all so proactive and good at your jobs, I didn't want to just hand them off to someone else. You were especially good at this work, Ed. Cookie. Since you will be working as teachers' assistants, you'll get more scholarship money. And I'm sure it'll be easier for you to work here than in the other offices. You worked together all throughout the winter break, so you got used to working with each other anyway, right? Oh, no, she did. So she's so in love with the guy that she's Ross. Yo, if it looks like she swings for the other side, that means Yennecar won't be suspicious, right? That's what she was thinking. Oh no, let's keep working together. Oh no. Oh no. Poor girl. Magic skill details. Proficient magician, elemental magic. You have gained the ability to acquire intermediate magic. Spiritual resonance, level 13. Spiritual understanding, level 13. Spiritual manifestation, level 4. Shared senses, level 3. Okay. Spirit slot, Mug. Spirit slot, Marilda. God freaking damn it. High rank spirits. Resonance rank, spiritual efficiency, innate skills. 1 very bad storm splitting. Very bad storm splitting. Periodically neutralizes damage. Updraft, intermediate wind magic. Increase wind type magic ability. You should make a contract with a mid-ranking spirit soon, Ed. I should. Their plan was going to be his mistress or something, not this plan. I thought it would be so funny if she just like, I've thought of something. What? Jump up a bridge. or escape the country. Transfer. If I transfer and don't see you, I can't fall for it. You seem to have cheered up, Yennecar. You came by my camp the other day. When was that? I don't remember at all. Sure you don't. I feel myself loosening up a bit whenever I'm talking with Yennecar. I guess it's because she's completely unrelated to the game's storyline now. And Yennecar is basically my only friend in my ear. Anyway, I heard about you making a contract with Marilda, but it didn't make any sense. Still too early for you to wield high-ranking spirits, right? I used this trick. Legendary rank magic tool. Glass golden phoenix ring. I told Yennecar about Professor Glass and the golden phoenix ring. As well as what I plan to do with it going forward. So you can't use any magic right now. I guess that means you can't make a contract with a mid-ranking spirit right away. My magic should be back by the time the semester begins. Still, I should congratulate you, Ed. Elementalists say that the day they make a contract with a high-ranking spirit, it's like a second birthday. By the way, are you really planning to be cooped up in the Soul Library during the snowstorm, Ed? You're such a hard worker. So are you. You've been at the top of our grade for the past 2 years. Oh, come to think of it, once the snowstorm ends, it'll be time for the student council elections. Since you're a top student, people must be wondering what you will do. Everyone's been asking me lately, but I'm not sure, so I'll probably keep a neutral stance. In the game, Yennecar didn't really get much of a spotlight, just for being the top student in the year. And she's such a kind-hearted person that she chooses not to pick sides during the elections. Come to think of it, isn't your sister running for student council president too? Oh, that's right. She's pretty ambitious. Ed, are you close to your sister at all? I wouldn't really call it that. Since I've been disowned, I can't really claim to be much of a big brother, but we are related by blood. Whether or not we get along, there's a high chance we'll be seeing a lot of each other for the rest of our lives, though. Did rope actually do anything against a snowstorm when you're inside of a log house? It could. I mean, a little bit, but we'll hold it down in case of the snowstorm blowing it apart. But like, if you have that much of a blizzard, then the freaking spikes will also fly up from the ground, and the ropes will be useless most likely. So your answer, Emmanuel, probably no. I do want to get along with her. I wouldn't say she's my highest priority, but I do care for her. I see. So you do care for her. So that was just a row between siblings. Hey, Ed. What does Tanya like? Wait. I don't fucking know. I don't know Tanya. Is there anything she might like to get us a gift? What's her favorite food? Yeah, why are you so clingy? She wants to get on the good side of the sister. Because did you do something to Tanya? Nothing at all. Yeah, you did. What did you do? Yeah, Nicole is a terrible liar. It only took about 3 seconds for her to confess about what happened. It really wasn't that serious. Ugh. I hope the ropes are actually enchanted with some magic. Probably not. Doesn't sound like it. He doesn't even have magic at the moment, so. The snowstorm will hit the campus around dawn tomorrow. Leaving the dormitory is prohibited. Leaving the dormitory is prohibited, with the exception of special circumstances. If you have any business outside, please contact a maid. I can't stop thinking about what happened a few days ago. The sight of that third-year student was terrifying. But what was even more noticeable was my sense of discomfort. He acted so natural that I almost thought I had imagined it. I mean, hey, you, please be more careful with your belongings. But I definitely heard him almost call me my lady. Does that mean he knows my secret? Ed ruined another female heroine towards tailing. God damn it. Ed, stop stealing the girls. I put so much effort into making sure I could experience what it's like to be an ordinary student. I mean, just act like normal. He won't tell on you. The priests and my substitutes, all of their cooperation is based on one condition. That if even one outsider finds out who I really am, I give up on being a student here. Oh, okay. It wasn't hard to glean information about that student. You were bragging so much, but you didn't even make it anywhere near the altar. Shut up! I was just taken down by an ambush. And you didn't make it into Class A either. That third year was no joke. He's apparently pretty famous among the other third years. They call him a weirdo. Apparently he lives in a cabin in the northern forest that he built himself. The cabin in the northern forest. Once the snowstorm hits, I won't be able to leave Offless Hall for at least a week. Once the snowstorm passes, it'll be spring and the new semester will start, meaning that it might be too late to swear him to secrecy by then. Are you gonna go as the saint? I'm scared. I'm so scared. Of Ed Rothstailor, the darkness and the bitter cold. If you only look at pure white walls and ceilings, your eyesight is bound to deteriorate. It's accidental pimp, I guess. This is saying all the ladies. Like, it's just accidental risk, though. Like, he has no... He doesn't try at all. Like, he just focuses on school. And surviving, basically. The wonderful world full of color. Sub-Zero, second Dragon R is too far. I mean, this series is too far. Can never be known unless it is experienced in person. So far, I'm like happy with basically everything about the series. Like, oh, just awesome. The humor is great. The story is good. I can't let my hard-earned freedom be taken away like this. I need to make sure he won't talk. Dude won't talk. By meeting him in person. Where are you going though? Like, that's not the cabin. Oh wait, okay, you're going out and then like to the right or something. Saint Clarice was in danger of being lost. Being lost? Lost? How? Here. My eyes have long since adapted to the dark. My life was nothing but darkness to begin with. The most vivid memory I have is of my brother, who was the only person on my side. Even all of House Nortondale turned their backs to me. Whoa. The moment I stabbed my brother through his heart, he most likely meant it as a curse. When he spoke his final words in a blood-curdling voice saying, "Huh? But why does another professor want your help?" That's what he said? That was random. No, but... well, I feel like working as a teacher's assistant isn't really my strong suit. Which is why I was just a burden this time. The conditions are really good, and I like the work, but... What, you don't think you deserve it? Do you? I was worried that you thought you were being exploited, or that some other professor was trying to steal you away from me. So you're alright with continuing, if you can. Pardon? I mean... I guess so. Then just do it. Right? What? Alright. It seemed that I had reached the physical limits of Ed Rothstailor's body. Considering that he was born without any physical advantages whatsoever. The semester break was now almost over, which meant I would no longer have the chance to focus on training. Dude, you never reach your limits. You just gotta surpass them. Surpass them limits. Advanced production skills, a lot. Spiritual infusion. Skill proficiency, 23. Power amplification, 4. Infusion success rate, 92. Spiritual fire proficiency, 6. Spiritual wind proficiency, 3. Advanced production skills of magic engineering. Skill proficiency 4, magic engineering understanding 5, fast production 3, okay. Telos' frosted blessing, 1,000-year-old wooden, wand struck by lightning, Gluck's eyes, Delheim's hourglass. My magic engineering and spiritual infusion skills can now be called my strong points. Once I train these skills a little more, I should be able to make good use of them. So I need to focus on them during this last week. I mean, we also do need strength, though, here, in the Soul Library. Is she even gonna find Ed when he's there, though? Like, he's not at his cabin. I gave Siggs a few coins in exchange for him using his magic to clear out the space. But I didn't expect him to sort the books that had been all over the floor. Judging by the way they're sorted by subject and title. I told him to keep it a secret. It's obvious he brought Elka here. I'm sure he considered doing all this part of his training. But I really ought to thank those two properly later. For now, let's get started. Isn't it gonna be like real cold unless he fixes the roof? Let's get started. It would be inefficient to try and learn the hundreds of production formulas here. The important thing is to pick a few good ones and focus on them. It's like you in school. My aim. Legendary grade magic engineering item. Gluck's eyes. Temporarily boosts any skill proficiency related to resonance by a significant degree. Cuts the effectiveness of curse type magic in half. Renders the user unable to use defensive magic. Makes the user immune to elemental magic. Delheim's hourglass. Reverts the user's status condition to what it was a few seconds ago, and removes all damage and wounds. Is to make at least one magic engineered item of legendary grade. Can only be used once. Wind generators, noise generators, greenhouse crystal balls, blue magic orbs, Craigle magic ink, and permeating photospheres. I'll craft them over and over again to raise my magic engineering skill. And once I get more experience with crafting that way, I'll try my hand at rare grade items. I brought in all the crafting material already, so now I'll just use my tools too. Did you forget something at the cabin? Huh? Never mind, I left my crafting tools back at the cabin. Yeah, of course you did. A critical mistake. Let's go back. They're gonna get stuck in the cabin together. Under the snowstorm. You know it, like it's predetermined. The Saint and Ed is gonna get stuck in a small ass cabin for a long ass time. I guess my body has to suffer a bit longer. If you only look at pure white walls and ceilings, your eyesight is bound to deteriorate. The wonderful world full of color. Yeah, aren't you cold? It's also pure white though. Oh, it's a stream. They said his cabin is next to the stream in the northern forest. And since this is downstream according to the map, all I have to do is follow this stream to find the place. This feels like a real adventure. Clarice was anything but weak. The holy magic she learned is stronger than that of most mages as well, but the sacred magic she was born with is especially powerful. The holy blessing. Holy blessing triggers intermediate level or higher sacred magic against any hostile opponent attempting to harm the user. God damn it. Whoever attacks the user with hostile intent is attacked with double the force by sacred magic. So whether she runs into a wild animal or even an assailant out in the forest, it's safe to assume that Clarice would never be injured. And yet she felt frightened of Ed, as he had once been the successor to House Rothstailor. It was likely that he had been baptized by the Telos religious group. The holy blessing does not activate against those baptized in the name of Telos. The idea is not to attack a fellow believer. Anyone devout enough to be baptized wouldn't dare to be hostile toward the saint, of course. But I came here in the first place because I feel like he knows my true identity. I need to be sure. I'm sure it'll work out. Wait, why won't it open? Ah, you... Huh? Yo, what was their blood? Oh, is that like if someone breaks in, you'll see that they're broken? Like, god damn it, blood all over the floor? Like, for fuck's sake. Everywhere I look, blood. There's blood. Is this hell? No, it's the hunter's cabin, because I've... You've never hunted your food before, have you? Footsteps. Is she gonna hide? Is she gonna hide? Huh? Like a serial killer just came back to their hideout. God damn it. Oh. Straight out of a horror movie. Love it. And she's like terrified. Oh my god. This is just this series is just perfect. Like, literally just perfect. What the hell? Oh my god. Oh my god. Who are you? Who are you? Click, click, click. I mean, Kylie Eckner. Oh, he's like, Claire. I mean, Kylie Eckner. Yo, dude fucked up again. He's just like, first like, my. Now he's just like, Claire, Kylie. What are you? What? Why are you here? And why are you trembling like? Ouch. Sacred magic, emission of divine power. Nullifies most of the opponent's magical effects and inflicts physical damage to... Yeah, what the fuck is wrong with you? No, my cabin! Oh, fuck's sake. Ow. I mean, I didn't mean to do... It just came out! I wasn't trying to... I killed someone. Hey, before you say kill someone, can you like get this off me? And you're a saint. You can heal, right? Lord, tell us I have committed a grave sin. At least go check on my boy. I've committed murder. Oh no. Ugh. I must pay for this. I, who should be leading in life as pure as snow. By committing such a grave sin, I have been irreversibly stained with evil. Now that I've become so tainted, I deserve to burn in hell. Allow me to pay for this sin by... Hey. Are you kidding me? Zombie! Living dead! Soul just left the body. What the fuck? Oh. Ow. Ah. Yo, he pissed. Madam Maya. I heard the report. We must stay calm and come up with a solution. We should let everyone know and begin the search. No, that would take away too many maids from Offalis Hall. We must use the manpower we have efficiently. I will go and check with Ed. Yo, is she gonna say it? Ed probably just seduced another girl. I'll go check. Yes, ma'am. His wrist too strong. Bell, the head maid of Offalis Hall, is aware of Kylie's true identity. Okay. It was the church's decision to let her know, judging that the person in charge ought to know the truth. If the saint were to get lost in a snowstorm, the whole nation would be in an uproar. As expected of the head maid, she's so calm. She's not calm, and yet Belle did not panic. Considering the fact that she had her holy blessing to rely on, it made much more sense to handle this quietly than to worry about the saint's safety. I will go and look for Lady Kylie alone. I entrust you with the other students, senior maid. Especially Lady Lucy. Yes, ma'am. Madam, Maya. Also, according to a witness, Lady Kylie was heading toward the northern forest. Yeah, she's just like, God damn it, Ed, not another one. Another one. But that's where... Son of a bitch. He lives. Yennecar, Lortel, Lucy, Annie. The man who has a strange amount of luck with women. Oh no, sub David. Oh no, a heavy snowstorm getting isolated in the snow. A man, and yeah, this is what I knew she was gonna go with immediately. A man who's always lucky with women. A heavy snowstorm getting isolated in the snow. A man and woman left alone in the cold, having to wait rescue while relying on each other for warmth. Ed, not another one. Not another one. Madam? Madam Maya? Madam Maya? Madam Maya? Huh? I must find her as fast as possible. I can't let her fall as well. Not another one. Ed, leave some for someone else. The saint is in danger. I love how the saint thought she was in danger because like he was scary, and she's just like, no, you can't fall for him as well. Okay, I'm pretty sure like this is my favorite series that I'm reading at the moment, but we just caught up with the webtoon, so subscribe if you haven't already, like the video, comment under it as well so we get it out there, get that algorithm to work its magic. And yeah, if you want more content, there is always Patreon and YouTube members. And if you want to get notified when I'm streaming and YouTube doesn't do it always, then you can also join Discord in the description. You'll get notified there. See you guys next time. Bye bye.